else have the turn, doesn't it? Welcome back, everyone, to Genesis of Infinity and Session 5. Woo!
Yay!
Woo! Fantastic. So, this is Roleplay with Act Accordingly.
Hello.
Where we test our ostensible friendship in the veritable crucible that is an imaginary world. And I hope we're all ready to experience how messed up the frontier really is.
Oh yeah.
When we left our adventurers, they had embarked on a rather foolish quest to amputate their own arms. And then
just the one.
Foolish.
have illicit rendezvous.
Oh yeah, with your sister. Which one?
Sleep, meditate
Yeah.
quietly,
I cut my arm off, so he's the real winner here.
and look for mushrooms.
Failed to look for
They
money.
don't look for
I
mushrooms.
cut your arm.
You did.
Shut up.
Yeah. Just wanted to clear
I mean,
My axe.
Yeah.
My axe.
Exactly.
And as Nephris unsuccessfully foraged for mushrooms in a strange environment, noting that this is what he is famed for in his homeland, he encountered an individual, a young man, supposedly fleeing for his life. His clothing torn and ragged, blood trickling from wounds at his forehead and his side. When you encountered him, you asked him to turn out his pockets, and he showed you a ostentatious short sword covered in jewels and filigree, and he carried a small pouch that was embroidered with what you recognize to be very similar to the symbols for Caladora and the rest of the Arglesian royal family. And he seemed quite surprised that you were willing to aid him because of this status. And as you began slinging him underneath his arm and trudging him back towards your campsite, you noticed that his canines were unusually elongated. He's a slim gentleman, pale skin and dark wavy hair. He has sharp, handsome features, and while his clothing is simple linen suited to traveling, it's clear that this is a man accustomed to luxury and has likely never performed manual labor. And he smiles warmly at you as he tries to rewrite his belongings, stumbling back towards your camp. Thank you, friend. I will not forget this debt anytime soon.
I will not speak to the physical appearance I've noticed in you, but just remember that we are 5. You are 1. I imagine you respect my friendliness towards you.
Of course. He buckles the belt that holds his short sword back, and he winces as pain shoot through the wound at his side. I am in no position to dispatch any of you. I have nothing but humble intentions. In fact, I could use all of your help. If you say there are 5 of you, it would be in my best interests that you assist me. It has become something of a priority for me to retrieve my belongings from the camp before the sun rises.
Casting glance to Cullen.
Is your campsite far?
Well, the...
You back or
I believe I apologize.
I'm asleep.
Time to wake up.
What time is it at the moment?
It is the middle of the night, probably like 2 or 3 a.m.
Definitely asleep.
Karlov, I do not know where you've been running from, the people you have come from, but can you tell me, are we as a group, are we immediate danger, or do we have time?
He cocks his head to the side as though listening to the night wind as it whistles around you. I don't believe I was followed. But all the best. Everyone should be made ready.
I understand. Approaching Cullen's tent first. My friend sleeping is probably the most prepared to treat your injuries at this point.
Really? That would be most kind of you. I am often lacking for kindness on the frontier. A rare commodity. He wipes crusted blood from his forehead. Well, please, we haven't much time. I need your help so that I can rest safely.
Once again, I hope that you remember our favor, that you remember in better shape, that you have still shown kindness towards us now, and you will maintain that kindness afterwards.
Arglesian nobility is nothing if not hospitable.
I will remember that. Words are important to me. Your words are important to me.
Few respect them these days.
Okay, Cullen's turn. On the zipper.
I mean, it'll have like. Maybe they made the first one.
Oh yeah. I would imagine it was better.
I can make you one.
Well, let's leave it. Yes. Yes. Well, it's late. Nephris.
At this time, I do not believe the evening is of importance, Cullen. I think we have pressing matters, regardless of our state of weariness, that we must address.
Get on from my bedroll and push out the curtains. Anyway, what's happened?
Cullen, this is Karlov.
He has taken a seat with his legs crossed and hands folded in front of him on just a log that he's found in your campsite.
Where's he from? We're out in the middle of the frontier.
In my attempt to find ailments for our friend with one arm, I stumbled, or he stumbled upon me.
Which friend is one arm?
The one sleeping. The one Tordrad so eloquently removed the arm off.
He was asleep for that.
No, he doesn't know.
So what are you saying to him?
At this point, we need your attention, Cullen. Karlov.
I can't reattach an arm.
No, it is not.
You don't get it back.
It sounds as though your friends have more pressing matters than mine.
Not whilst they are sleeping.
Don't cut my other arm
Okay,
off.
so you're saying you went out and you found this gentleman. Pardon?
Karlov is my name.
Karl.
Prince Karlov Juntz.
Prince. Oh. Well, greetings, Your Majesty. I'm
Highness will do, thank you.
sorry, Highness. I'm not used to being in not the circles I follow aren't really.
It's quite understandable. This is not the arena for it.
You said Cullen needed help.
Yes. Jhaeros is asleep. He is fine. He will wake in the morning. We will leave him. But right now, I believe our potential friend may be bringing danger to us.
Do you mind if I notice that? Do I notice?
You notice that there's blood on his clothing.
Point to it. Do you mind if I have a look?
You're more than welcome to.
Can I
However, this is not what I need aid with. He's sitting up straighter than he was when he first sat down.
Okay. Can I do a medicine check on him?
Yeah.
14.
So you gingerly just lift a piece of the fabric. You notice that it's torn, a fairly jagged gash into his linen white shirt. There's blood staining the whole area around the gash. It looks like something that would have been created from a fairly rough-hewn weapon. It's not a slice made from a clean, sharpened blade. And as you go to inspect the wound that would be behind such a blood-stained gash, it's covering most of his side. There's no wound in his side.
Look at it and inspect it and I put it back. Are you sure you've been injured? Like everything points to.
Oh, I have been injured. I'm relatively resilient.
Karlov, I believe in this moment transparency will be a friend to you if you were to meet these fellows.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean.
Are you a healer?
There is no longer a gash in his forehead either.
Did you take a potion? Are you a healer?
Our bloodline is blessed with certain faculties, shall we say. However, as I said, I require your aid, not in the departments of healing, as I'm sure he eyes you up and down. Your monastic friend is accustomed. However, it is of utmost importance that I reacquaint myself with my belongings.
Well, if you don't need any medical attention right now or healing, what caused your injuries?
Savages. The creatures that roam this place at night.
Savages that something like you would not have capacity to handle yourself.
I had a retinue of guards, and they were dispatched while I was attempting to rest and work. I was taken by surprise. There are many of them. I did not fancy my chances, and rather than risk myself being dispatched in a location where I would be unaided, I thought it best to seek help. He eyes the horizon.
How far away are these savages that you attacked your group?
Not far. I ran perhaps half an hour before I came across your friend. Far enough that they would not know where I am if we speak in raised voices such as this.
Did you see where they came from? In which direction, or were they?
I'm afraid not. They came from out of the night. Quite a feat, if I say so myself. I'm quite acquainted with the darkness.
Well, what about the day?
As I said, it's a matter of some urgency that I obtain my belongings.
And your belongings are at your camp where you were attacked?
Correct.
We haven't got long until daylight. And we are trying to find these so-called savages, which sounds very similar to what Tordrad mentioned, that his fellows were attacked at one point. Maybe we should wake the others.
I concur. If one wakes from his slumber. Before we do, Cullen, I am inclined to ask. I think we have a mutual benefit here in assisting Karlov. I'd be inclined to say that we have the greater benefit, and we have time with our side, unlike our friend here. Do you trust this gentleman?
I wouldn't say I trust. I wouldn't say I haven't been given a reason not to trust him as of yet. But out on the frontier, if one isn't a direct enemy or threat, I feel like we should work together when opportunity arises, as we did when we all met each other.
A sensible fellow. There are few allies out here.
I can speak for myself then, but I cannot speak for Silas or Tordrad. We will have to see how they respond to you.
The hour grows late. I am eager to meet your companions.
We shall wait for them then.
I'll head to Tordrad.
I will grab Silas.
I don't know where you are.
In a variety of tents.
One of my tents, just past the truck.
Silas, how long has Quintus been going for? Is it still occurring?
There's no way.
Surely you had a nap at this stage.
What time do we start?
Short rest.
Hours ago.
He's rolling crits, man.
No
He's
more
rolling
rest.
D6s.
Everyone will have had a short rest at this point. It has been a long time for all.
Would I have had a short rest?
You can have a short rest, but you won't have a long one. You still have 1 level of exhaustion.
You still have one.
How
Ah.
much HP can you get back for a short rest? Or do we get?
It's like you got a dice pool for that.
Are you cuddling my arm while you sleep?
No, it's in my bag.
It's got a bit of an arm hanging out of your bag.
Yeah.
No, it's it's.
I thought it'd be like, you know, the body
big is
pillows,
it?
you just wrapped around the arm.
Just for the body warmth.
It's holding
Yeah.
the bag of holding.
Oh, I don't like that.
I imagine I'm asleep. I imagine we are asleep.
Everyone else is asleep currently.
Head
I'm
over
passed out.
head over to Tordrad's
But I'm
campsite.
still.
I feel like most of you would sleep in the nude.
Yeah, of course it's an important detail.
Except maybe.
I don't think I would. I'd sleep in my armor.
Yeah.
Probably.
In your whole
That's
arm.
I don't feel like you would shower.
Well, I train, so
Oh,
no,
train.
yeah.
No, you know what? No, because I have an affinity with the sea. So if I walk into a body of water, I'd be able to just like cleanse.
Just
myself
sweat
that
it out.
That's very convenient.
That's convenient.
It's like a wetsuit.
Alright, who's going where?
That's the water.
I have an affinity with.
This
With
is
showering?
No, I have an affinity with
Don't say
Jhaeros' sister.
I knew
Yeah, we.
Anyway, sorry.
He was going his eyeing me off for a while.
That's Cullen.
I head over to Tordrad's and I gently pull back the thing
The flap.
the flap of the tent. Tordrad, are you awake? Well, please wake up. Tordrad. Tordrad. Oh, I'm sorry. We have a situation, and it requires a little bit of urgency. I'm sorry to wake you.
Sorry. We'll stand up and just walk away.
Utmost
Before
urgency.
Jhaeros' arm.
I hold the tent flap.
As he makes his way out, you hear a confirming tone from Karlov. Utmost urgency, I would say.
Who the fuck's that?
That is.
He's standing at this point on the log with his arms folded behind his back. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Right. But who might you be?
Prince Karlov Juntz of Agnestan.
Never heard of him.
I'm not surprised. I am a minor member of the royal family, kept off to the side.
You might know one of our companions then. It just occurred to me.
Perhaps. I know many who run in the same circles, as it were.
Nephris is going to get it, but have you heard of Silas Volovoce?
I can't say I've heard of him,
Is it
no.
Volovoce? Is it Volovoce?
Volovoce.
It
Yes.
is Volovoce. Cool,
Yeah.
I got it right. Like,
Yeah.
you have, he says
I
he's...
can't say I've heard of him.
Oh.
You see the corner of his mouth twitch in a slight smirk. He is lying.
Do I inside check? Oh, we don't do it.
You
Can
notice
I do an inside check?
that is you passing your insight.
Oh,
check.
perfect.
Did you pass it?
Well,
Yeah.
You notice him lying.
He is
Passive
lying.
insight.
Is he
Is he
lying?
lying?
I mean, you can roll.
Seriously.
Let me
you lying.
goddamn roll.
Maybe self-doubt is a flaw in your character.
Yeah, maybe. You can try again.
The cards don't tell me, I don't believe it, alright?
Just call him out on. Is that a smirk?
What?
Just call him out on. Is that a smirk?
You didn't see
Don't
him
stop
smirk. Shut the
telling him
fuck
about
up.
roleplay. It's not metagame.
I was clearly joking.
In the meantime, just briefly, I've approached Silas's tent. Silas, I'm not sure what your night has been like, but skipping pleasantries, your attention is required.
Huh? Is that Nephris?
It is.
Okay, give me a moment.
Naarheid rolls over and waves her hand at the front of the tent in Nephris' direction. Just tell him to go away.
You
You
hear,
just rolls over to the side of the
you
tent.
hear the rustling sound as I put my clothes back on, but without my jacket and
No duster.
no duster. As I come out of the tent, I'm brandishing my rapier, but I sheath it into my holder. Normally I wouldn't be happy being woken up at this time, but you're not as annoying as some of the others, so this must be important.
I would not steal your time if unnecessary. That rapier, I believe, I will let you be the judge, but to where we are about to go, I would request you keep that with you.
What is happening?
We have an individual that we have stumbled across.
Okay, take me to him.
I believe we're close enough now that I could at least be considered a guest.
What? Do I know you?
I would hope so, but I can't say I've seen you before.
Do I recognize him?
You've seen him before, mostly in portraits, perhaps once in person, but you've never spoken directly with him.
Well, I know his name.
Yes, you do know that who this is, and you know that he is related to Calidor in some capacity.
Oh, the Queen.
Yes.
Queen.
Ruffle.
Prince Karlov.
Finally, a man of substance.
Oh dear. Something must be happening for you to be here.
You could say that. It's a trifling matter.
Do you remember me? I am Silas Volovoce. I would have figured you would have heard of me.
He gives you a slight nod, barely perceptible.
I turn to the others and say, I am very familiar about who this man is. His reputation precedes him in the circles in which we move in Amistad.
Is he a threat to us?
Of course not. I need your help.
I didn't ask you, did I?
True enough.
We can trust him, but be on your guard. Why are you here? Why aren't you with the Queen and the others, the rest of the court in Amistad?
I merely engaged my own devices in order to pursue fame and fortune in this great frontier that we have made for ourselves. I must be an example of our legion. Forward thinking, shall we say.
Does this have anything to do with the dark arts that you and your family tend to involve yourselves in? I say that without judgment. It's a genuine question.
His smile flickers for a moment. No. My cousin is reductive in her thinking of how this land could benefit us.
How much is he? Like, how much higher than my position in where I am? You and I know where I am in the circles. How high is he in comparison to where I am?
He is in line with the throne.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were trying to lean on a door handle again.
How tall is he?
Do I need to get a little bit higher?
I just want everyone to remember that I am very tall in this campaign.
You can stand on the log.
Yeah, I stand on the long neck, no.
Looking down.
He does not carry the same the same authority that Calidora does, but he is definitely, without a doubt, your superior.
The Queen is not here, is she?
Of course not. She would not trouble herself out here.
Good. She's safe.
She is always safe if she is within the beautiful walls of Ralston.
Is he aware of my mission that she sent me on?
Yeah, no.
What's a prince doing out here all by themselves?
We have received many reports of fine materials that have been produced by this land. I thought it only fitting that I investigated myself.
Materials? What are you looking for?
Gemstones, elemental forces, that kind of thing.
Why? Who sent you to do that?
Sent me? I sent myself.
Well, it all seems very strange. I mean, I can't skinny this one is. How do you plan to sit up here?
Oh, he flatters me.
Please, Tordrad. You see, did you judge my appearance when you first saw me? You've seen how capable I am out here.
Yeah, a little more muscular than this
He's a bit taller.
one. I can't see the top, so
Yeah, that's you're too low down.
Since you obviously heard that you do know the prince, would you say he's trustworthy enough?
Can he hear us this conversation?
Yes.
it's right there.
Yeah, he seems to have very good hearing, based on the fact that he heard each conversation at every tent.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yes, but I do not know why he is here.
What's my question? Should we tell him about
I think we should understand firstly what he is doing here before we disclose any further information.
my only question is, since he's been further out into the frontier, he might have seen things all led to where we're going ourselves.
Karlov, who else did you hear with? You here with others from the court?
I had a retinue of bondsmen who came out. You've seen them, I'm sure. You made your way through the hand of the queen, which is... Yes, it's very lovely there. But the gentlemen who we sent out in the black armor, they're very good. They're not notable. But, yes, we were taken by surprise.
You found any of the gems yet?
A few.
How much?
A handful of small stones. Nothing
What
significant.
kind of gemstone?
I found a few that can focus lightning. They're very fascinating. But the
Say,
ones...
Can you show me?
I believe most of it... I have one in my pouch. If we're all comfortable with me taking my belongings out.
Yes.
He brings out the pouch that's embroidered with the royal family's insignia, opens it and pulls out a very, very small, jagged gemstone that is almost completely transparent, except where it's fractured on the edges and it's showing just like a bit milky white on those. At first I thought it was worthless quartz, perhaps, but on further investigation it seems wondrous.
I hold my hand out. May I see it?
I think not. He places it back into the pouch.
Oh, come on, Karlov. You know my reputation. You know you can trust me.
Indeed I do, Silas Volovoce. There is no smile and no mirth in his voice.
I draw my hand back and smile. Very well. I'm sure you know that I am looking for similar materials and
Perhaps. But you need something more than this. He bounces the purse.
so you do know why I'm here.
My cousin will not let you back unless you complete this task.
Can
And
you-
again, you need more than this.
Sometimes it feels like some of the people in the court are just here to sabotage me because they know just how dangerous I can be.
We've been around a long time, Volovoce. We get bored.
Yes, Karlov. I'm never bored. I'm always entertained by your attempts and those of your friends. Anyway, perhaps you could do me the small favors then, or perhaps we could be of help with each other. Nephris, you said that he came looking for help.
Is that still standing true, Karlov?
Of course. He inspects his nails. The sun is bound to rise soon. As I said, it's a matter of utmost urgency.
I am still inclined to help, but
And why are you so scared of the lions?
I think you know, Silas.
Yes, I do. You will learn soon enough.
No, that's not good enough for me.
My family's bloodline, as I mentioned, carries many benefits. He just brushes aside his hair where the jagged scar that Nephris saw was. But it has its own drawbacks as well. I'm afraid I'm not willing to share much more than that with a commoner.
But then perhaps we can have a deal. You Firstly, give me that Helusite. And you point me to the larger supply from whence it came. And we have you in return. Simple. And beneficial to all parties.
Make a persuasion check.
I say, would any of us know what kind of, like, is it common knowledge of now?
Nope.
Okay.
Just
Well,
double
just double
checking.
checking. What a joke.
Oh, like whether, you know, whether it's
When,
like, would we know?
what did
We could identify that from the
No,
canines.
but like, is it common knowledge?
Like on that one.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Rob say notes.
Yeah.
Your guys ain't doing shit.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh wait, lucky. Can I use my luck roll?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Another nat one.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a 23. Oh, finally remember my abilities.
Nice. Didn't you just grab that as well? Didn't you just grab that?
No, I had lucky from the start. I just never used it because I've always rolled well with my what's the word?
Persuasion.
Yeah, my proficiency bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mint.
Very well. I see no reason why we cannot be civil about this. Although I must say it is very out of character for an Arglesian to not adhere to the ways of tithe. Perhaps you have forgotten yourself out in these savage places.
I have no comeback to that.
It's like
I smirk and bow my head, knowing my place in this conversation.
We're not in your homeland. We don't abide by your rules.
If all goes well, this will be my homeland.
That's not how we do it.
Time will tell.
I hold
And
out
I
my
have nothing but time.
I hold out my
Sounds boring.
You'd be surprised.
I hold up my hand again for the pouch.
He passes you the pouch. All of it inclusive.
I put it in my. I tie it to my belt securely.
Are we satisfied?
Yes. Wait, we're missing one of us.
Oh, yeah. Jhaeros is
Wait a minute.
resting
Didn't you cut off his arm?
at his request.
I don't think we have time to explain, but is he gonna be capable of?
Perhaps you are more Arglesian than you thought.
Is he gonna be?
Don't insult me.
Will he be capable of coming, or should he stay here with his sister and the slaves?
I don't know. I never had an arm cut off, so I can't tell you.
I'm inclined to believe
Where is his
he's...
arm? What happened?
I
Why did you do
cut
it?
it off.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't.
Why do you know where's the arm?
It's unavailable.
Jordan, you followed his request to cut his arm without
Yes.
having a reason behind.
Tordrad, do you have his arm?
He's got his own reason.
Do you have his arm?
Yeah. I do.
Why do you have his arm?
Personal reasons.
Are you?
No, not what you're thinking.
I did not think Silas of the camp would be so jealous of what happened between me and Jhaeros' sister.
Informants. What that was, Silas.
Oh, Nephris, you sweet
I
summer
don't know
child.
Silas, I may have been born in the temples, but my imagination can wonder at certain things.
And I am sure the imagination is as far as it's ever gone. I'm sorry, that was mean. I just couldn't resist.
There's no offense taken.
Anyway,
Enough of this conversation. Let's check on Jhaeros.
yes.
I'll just go off and open up the
I
sleeve.
can't touch the arm.
I don't need to. He doesn't want.
What is he using for an arm?
Well, at the moment, nothing. He's only got one. So I don't know what his plan was.
Is he still alive?
Last I saw him, yeah, it was a couple hours ago. But...
Did you cauterize it?
Oh yeah, I did. I cauterized it. Used my hammer.
You people are sounding more fun by the minute.
But we are running out of time, so. we should-
Indeed.
Yeah, I'll go walk into Jhaeros' tent and open it up and check.
Jhaeros is unconscious, but he is breathing.
And I'll just go up to him and just
Carry on.
little slaps. Increasingly harder.
Eventually it wakes him.
Jhaeros, get up.
Hey,
Oh, yes. What? Oh,
We have a situation.
that's great. Can it wait?
Not really. How's your arm situation?
What? I don't have it. What do you
Well, you've still
mean?
got one.
Yeah, I've got
What?
one.
So
Ah,
I didn't ask this before, but what was your plan?
you'll find out eventually. Look,
Okay, sure.
can you just?
That's fine. But we do have a situation. There's some guy in our camp who seems to know Silas, and we might need to move soon.
Great. Right. Can you? 5 minutes. 10 max. Naarheid.
I kind of just like smack him sort of like, I'm assuming he's like not hard, but like to wake him with my one arm.
Slap the slave
Like
free.
Yes.
Wow.
No, not hard hit, just hard enough to like jolt
just
him
hard
away.
enough.
Just hard enough to the nose.
Keep him in
Who says?
Slaver talk.
Right.
Oh,
I need your help for a minute. Can you please? I'll be out in a
yeah,
moment.
I'll just walk out. Right away.
For fuck's sakes. Right, here, hold this and just keep it in place for a moment, please.
And I'll pass him what I was holding on to previously and start working on it like frantically to try to work on the base part of it so it opens up properly. And then you just hear me.
Oh, you son of a... Yep, that's it. Okay, yep. No, I said keep still. Okay, right.
And yeah, he'll slowly like come out. You'll see blood sort of like around his armed area, but on his body more so. So on his torso, he's got a bit of it revealed with his shirt off at the moment. What would look like his armor is off, but what would look like in replacement of his like armor is basically the exact same thing. So it looks like he only has armor on the one arm. So it almost looks identical to the armor he has on previously. So it almost just looks like he's taken off everywhere, but his right arm.
Okay, yes, that'll do it.
Oh shit, is that what you had planned?
Yes.
I'm glad that you had a plan.
I didn't
People are
just want,
very strange.
I didn't just want to cut off for no reason.
Oh, I don't know, I didn't really think about it.
Yes, well, let's call it an experiment, and you know, it's very painful. Okay, do you have any healing, maybe? Something.
Can't touch the arm.
I don't
Pretty
want
sick,
the
it's
arm.
fine.
I'm just in a lot of pain at the moment. Do you have anything at all? Herbs, maybe?
Do you have any drugs?
I looked. I was interrupted. I looked.
Interrupt.
I'm not familiar.
Interrupted by what? Possibly. We're out in the frontier.
All by who?
This gentleman.
Yeah, this is the man I was mentioning.
Right.
A pleasure.
Do I know who this is?
Nope.
No clue.
Not a clue.
And you are
Prince Karlov Juntz.
a prince. Wow.
Indeed.
Your Highness, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Ah, a man of quality.
That's right.
Now, how may I do apologize for this unsightly. One moment.
And I'll, as he jolts his shoulders forward instead of the armor coming from his back, it branches off from the arm itself and covers his entire body, except for his face.
A fine trick.
Thank you.
I must apologize for my own disheveled.
No, you're perfectly
He
fine.
sweeps his hair to the side.
How may we assist you?
I have been mentioning to your comrades that it is of some importance that I obtain my belongings back in my camp. I was attacked, you see.
Yes, we should get going. I go check on Jhaeros to see if she wants to come as well.
She is asleep.
Okay, then we'll leave her here. Jhaeros, I just want you to know that our alliance remains strong. Okay, just despite,
You're banging my sister.
yeah.
Yeah,
Does Silas say that with a smile on his
I
Right.
just want you to know that.
I'm happy for you.
No, you're not.
No, I really am. You just might want to get cleansed. Moving on. Naarheid, we're leaving.
No, keep the slaves here.
There's only one, and I'm not leaving him here with her.
I think you should keep these slaves here.
Yes, he would die to her. He would kill
I
him.
think you should
He
keep.
has already
If you
died
want,
to her.
if you want these slaves to survive, you should leave them.
We protect them.
Pardon?
We can protect them.
Yes, but there's only one. It's only Naarheid. The other one was left back at the camp. The other cave.
Fine. Karlov, lead the way to where you are attacked and to this location of the rock.
Of course. I thought you would never ask. This way, my new friends. He begins walking westward through the grass. I suggest we stay though.
Is there a way that I can approach Tordrad to speak to him covertly so Cullen doesn't hear?
Yeah, you can try to hang back and just speak very quietly. Yeah, you can do a
Alright.
stealth check for that first.
Do I do one? No, because I'm just listening.
Unless you're going to speak back.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Mine is a dirty 20.
Okay, cool.
As we start to walk off, I like put my hand on. Oh yeah, and I grabbed my coat as well. By the way, I grabbed my duster.
Grab the duster.
When I went to the tent, so I got my
assumed it was
duster.
already on.
Oh yeah. And so I pull my hood up, and I grab Tordrad by the shoulder and sort of physically sort of signal him to sort of walk slower, so the rest push ahead of them. And I whisper to him and I say, excuse me. I say, keep your guard up. This man is here to sabotage me by extension. So this is the group. We find what I am looking for. We keep him. When I say we attack, understand? Nod. Understand. Do not say. Are you in? Nephris, I didn't realize you were.
Nephris has. I can read your lips.
Oh shit, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're actually you're a bit further away.
Nephris can legitimately read your lips.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even.
That's so. The image of that is so.
Just
He's just standing there, just like.
Yeah.
I look up to Nephris and I go.
Yeah, I'll just nod.
Meanwhile, Cullen just strolling along. Now, my friends, he's speaking rather hushed. I introduced myself, but you neglected to do the same. We have plenty of time before we get back to my camp. I'd rather know who I owe my life to.
I did say my name.
Yes, thank you, Cullen. The others, however, I believe I can take from influence that this dwarfen fellow is Tordrad.
That's correct.
And Silas I know, but these two? Something, I believe it was.
Nephris, Urdrebe.
As I'm working on, I've got like a mini type screwdriver thing. Look, and I'm currently working on the cogs of the arm still, just twitching. Jhaeros Naarheid, the third son of the noble family.
Ah, a fellow younger sibling.
Yes.
I understand your plight all too well.
Yes, quite. And sorry, I didn't. What was your name again? Sorry, Karlov. Last name. You said
Prince Karlov Juntz.
Juntz. Okay, right. I see.
Karlov, you might be used to names of royalty, but remember, just I, Nephris, was the one who welcomed you.
I will not forget this. I have a long and accurate memory.
Respect it.
Anything else you want to know?
I believe, with time, I will learn everything I need to about you.
I just would like to. The savages you fought, did you fight them?
Indeed, briefly.
What can
You were
you tell us
attacked
about
by
it?
savages.
Yes, that's why.
Oh, yes, you've encountered them yourself then.
I've been attacked as well.
Yes. They use strange magic, not before seen. It was unusual for myself to not be familiar with subtler arts such as these. And they wear the skins of the beasts of this place, it was difficult to make out their features. And they speak in a language that I'm not familiar with either.
It does not sound unlike the nomads of Saturnia.
Yes, but I speak all of their languages. And they are... I wouldn't like to say stronger. That seems reductive. But perhaps... burlier is the word? I would not confuse these for tieflings. Or for the long descendants of the dragons of the deserts. I've never encountered anything like them. And I've been around a long time.
I sense apprehension.
Let's call it caution. One should not embark on journeys when one has not read their map.
I take heed of that.
This magic, is there anything you can describe it? What it looked like, what it did, the effects? Did you see how it manifested?
They used the shadows themselves. As I said, I'm accustomed to the darkness. My family has delved into some strange esoteric arts. But these creatures, they were one with it. It was terrifying, awe-inspiring. If I had the time, I would love to learn more.
I don't care so much for learning as much as killing.
You will miss out on much in this life.
I think that people that cut down will miss out more.
I can't argue with that.
And Karlov, they was the plebiscite on Zen, or did you find a cache of it?
This I encountered on bandits that I've dispatched while within the grasslands.
So have you had any further intel on where the more could possibly be?
Silas, I'm hurt. I wouldn't have agreed to a deal if I didn't have something to offer.
So is it, where, could you indicate to me where it might be?
All in good time, friend. We haven't far to go. He begins to crouch lower into the grass. Quiet, friends. We are approaching my camp. And as he says so, the short distance that you've walked, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour or so, you come across the telltale flicker of a campfire. In the distance you can see a number of silhouettes of tents, most of which have been torn to shreds, and also the general remains of Karlov's campsite. You can identify two figures that are moving in the shadows. It does sound like there are more skulking in the gloom, but you can't be sure of how many. Bodies litter the ground, and the shadows of these broad humanoid figures covered in animal skins and bones rifle through the belongings that they toss from the tents. And they speak in hushed voices that you can't quite make out at this distance. A few of you notice as well that one of these individuals has taken particular interest in one of the tents towards the end of the campsite, the distance, the most distant opposite you. And inside the tent you can see there seems to be a sort of tinkerer's workshop there. And they seem to be inspecting the small copper devices that they pull out of drawers and start tossing everywhere. Far away and off into the darkness you hear a whimpering voice pleading in common. And then in response to it, a deep guttural chuckling. And then there's a sickeningly loud and meaty crack that comes from the same direction, followed by a blood-curdling scream and audible, grating laughter from all of the creatures.
Karlov, are these creatures that attacked you?
I think it would be safe to say so.
They are still here. How long have they been here for?
Well, one could assume at least an hour.
It seems unprofessional.
It does. And that laughter. It didn't seem like they were enjoying it. It seemed forced, almost.
My question leads into what are their intentions to be spending an hour? Karlov, if you were not their target.
I don't know. I can't speak to these savages' intentions.
What do you have here?
I have most of the things I own, everything I've found in the frontier.
What
And
have you
that,
found?
he points to the direction of the tinkerer's workbench. That's everything I've been working on in my downtime while I've been here.
Like what? Specifically, like is there something?
Contraptions. Anytime I find new materials here, I try to make something new.
Is there something powerful or rare that you might have, that
Not
others
in
might
there.
have desire for?
Not in there.
Who might they be torturing?
I assume my bondsman. There's
Were
no
they-
one else here.
Were any of them still alive when you left?
Definitely.
Are we just gonna talk? Are we gonna kill these fucking things?
Well, it's up to you, friend. He draws his short sword. I know what I'm doing.
My hammer's already in my hand.
I will enter a more stealthy state and
Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna set up your map for you.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a.
Let's.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do a small whistle, and you'll see a little compartment on my arm open up, and King will fly out of it. And
Can
he'll
you
just
get a whisper?
yeah.
Just like
in the compartment of my arm will open up right where the symbol is on it, and he'll land on he'll land on Silas's shoulder.
Oh,
then
yeah.
it's just like smacks it.
Yeah, you can smack him if you want.
Oh,
It's only a buff for you. Yeah, what do you do, Silas, when you see King land on your shoulder?
Alright,
What
what
is
is the order that we're marching in?
I feel like I would have let Karlov go a little bit ahead of me,
Tactical.
and then go behind him.
I'm probably closer to the back, so I'm distracted working on my arm.
I'll be close to the front near Tordrad and Karlov.
Magically, I'll be quite similar to Jhaeros.
So you'll be
I'll be near the front. Yeah.
near the front.
Gonna use me as a mage.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I get it.
And
We
Cullen?
can hold hands if you
Who's at the back?
Jhaeros and
I'll hold it.
Nephris.
I'll be
Nah.
Mr. Nephris.
That's bromance.
Fair.
Beautiful. Alright. From the firelight,
Jesus Christ, they're massive.
those are the figures that you can see from the firelight. Yeah, he wasn't kidding.
Are they like at this point? Can I recognize them? Are they the same things that attacked me? Or like
They are definitely wearing the same animal skins.
And are they like a similar size, or is it just like 2 out of 10?
They are bigger.
Okay.
These two that you can see are larger than the ones that you encountered.
Okay. Cool.
But it's not to say that they don't come in different sizes.
That's true. That's true. No judgment.
Yeah, no, sure. Yeah, so that's currently the formation that you're in.
Cool. I'm going to, having assumed a more stealthy approach, I'm going to move as far as I can around behind the tents to get into a tactical position behind them and stuff.
Yep. Cool. So can you make a stealth roll for me, please?
26.
26. Nice.
King's
You're
on it,
moving-
by the way, as well.
Sorry.
I've got King on his shoulder.
Okay.
Just FYI for yourself.
And just confirming, Rob, we haven't initiated combat yet.
No.
Okay.
This is currently in stealth.
Oh, I will cast level 3 enhance ability on Tordrad and Silas.
I am bad at stealth.
What did you cast, sorry?
Enhance ability. So using Bear's Endurance, which is 10 hit points.
Ooh. So 10 temporary points.
And up to 12.
Up to-
Roll for it.
Do we all get that?
No, it's
D10.
up to 2 targets.
Nah, he only chose those 2 jobs.
Well, I mean, I don't see you guys at the front.
Cool. I get it.
That's 5. 10 hit points to Tordrad and Silas.
Everyone,
5.
quick question. Did that beast we fought last time?
Yeah, the Yosemite.
Yes, it's a beast, right?
Good.
Yes, it is a beast. Oh no, it's a monstrosity. Yeah.
Ah.
No. None of that. No.
What's your
What are your spells?
weapon preference?
Beautiful. So,
Pardon?
everyone else moving?
Yes. I'm just not.
Is anyone else sneaking?
Yes. Yeah, I
yeah.
will. You go.
Yeah, I'll let other people sneak
I'm
first.
gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Solid.
Beautiful. You have advantage on your stealth check then.
Nah, I have straight roll because I have a disadvantage on my stealth checks.
Oh, because you have the armor.
And you have disadvantage on stealth checks. And you have disadvantage.
Everybody gets
Oh,
good.
it's
No,
stealth
he has
checks?
advantage.
We have-
Can I-
He count.
I
Your
can-
armor cancels it
I
out.
can guidance.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, because it gives you
Yourself. So straight roll?
Yep. Is that a nat?
Oh, damn it.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Hey, hey bro, that's...
That's a sad time.
I think you're trying to say, nah, it's the other way around. It's the other way
That's a
around.
sad time. Alright, cool.
I roll stealth.
Yeah, I don't think it
Does
matters.
he not ruin it for everyone?
He will for himself.
I gotta roll 2 with disadvantage, or?
Yeah.
I'll take the lowest,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Cool. So you don't have to go hide if you don't want to, because you guys do know that you're bad at this.
Tordrad, did you roll?
I got a 7.
Cool.
You guys suck.
That's without disadvantage.
I mean, we're not stealthy at all.
That's worse.
So what is it, 3?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been.
Thanks, Karlov.
I shouldn't even bother.
I'm not at Karlov as he approaches
So-
next to me.
I assume the rest of you are probably not going to move forward.
9.
But Karlov does make his way following Silas, and he, as you nod at him to sort of be like, yeah, good job, bro. Silas smiles at you, and then he completely vanishes.
Wait,
Not
Karlov?
Karlov?
Yeah.
You said
Sorry. Karlov looks at you, Silas, and not just vanishes, goes invisible, he becomes mist, and just disappears off into the distance from you.
I cursed myself. Fuck. I should have seen this coming.
Well, currently combat has not been initiated unless you're going to step forward. So
Can I continue to get closer?
yeah, you'll have to make another check.
Yeah, that's like a 32.
Cool.
Nice.
We're moving forward. Where are you going?
I'd like to go sort of like behind the tent if I can, or like
You can go through it. That's
yeah, or like
rip
go
apart.
through the second tent, like so close to that guy, so I can.
You can
yeah,
kind of get out.
I can like sort of. I can sort of.
Do you want to be in melee range?
Yeah. I
That's
want
the
to
question.
Assassin's Creed him. You know?
Okay. You can get behind.
Yeah. Like in a haystack. Yeah. Pull him in.
You can get behind the creature.
Rob, can you describe the details of the land a little bit to us?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very similar to the grasslands that you've been in this whole time. However, it seems to have intentionally been cleared in this area. Like they've actually cut away the grass. There are a multitude of corpses, like maybe half a dozen corpses in the campsite itself.
Yeah.
And they are all wearing the black armor of the knights that you saw in the Hand of the Queen.
Yeah.
You can only see these 2 humanoid individuals, but you can hear voices coming from behind the tents in the darkness. You can't quite see them at this point, Silas, but you are aware that there are more individuals kind of thumping around. There's some noise coming from a couple of the tents as well, but there's also like more coming from where there's a wood pile behind one of the tents.
Can I
2
try to
of the
sneak around?
campfires have been doused, but one of them is still flickering.
Can I try to sneak around to investigate the other potential threats and/or allies nearby?
Yeah, absolutely. You can keep sneaking. One more, please.
That's a 26.
26. Okay, cool. So through the tents again.
Yeah, through the tent.
Cool. As you come around here, and you can see the wood pile. There are 3 more individuals.
God damn.
Those 3 individuals. There are 3 more. They're not quite as large as the others, but they are all dressed in a very similar fashion. And one of them has one of the Caladoran knights propped up. He's slumped down, but with his back propped up against one of the logs. And they are currently systematically breaking bones along his body. And then, while the bones are broken, dragging the armor off so that it flays him alive.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Is this...
They are all chuckling while it happens. However, now that you're closer, you notice there's truth to what Karlov was saying, and the laughter seems forced.
And Karlov is just completely gone at the moment. Like, I have no idea where he's gone.
I mean, you would probably be able to see the mist if you looked real careful.
Can I try to spot the mist?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
What's my perception? Am I? 21.
Cool. It's fairly hard to see, but there is like a slightly foggier area of the room in that tent.
Okay. Is there some way I can send a message to the others to try to tell them about the extra threat?
Do you know the spell message?
Can someone else read my mind?
You can read lips.
Oh yeah.
You have
He's sorted.
how much?
What's the range of your dark vision? That's a great question. 60 feet.
Oh, that's way too far.
Pretty
Sorry?
far.
Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah. Shit. Okay. So what are you guys doing at the moment?
They're kind of just chilling.
Yeah, we just
They just chilling. When you're this close to that one as well, you can see that the one with the staff, he is still rifling through the belongings. There have actually been a couple that have moved, like they seem to be actual clockwork contraptions, and it's putting them into a pouch.
Julian, do you have a king on your shoulder?
You do a king.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Alright,
If you're willing to try and speak a message to King so that you can go and relay it,
King just looks at you.
he just pecks you on the eye.
rather than speaking to King, I'm gonna peck him twice with my nose. I'm gonna just go like that to King. And then I nod at him.
I know it.
And I sort of like try to push him off to
You
try
do
to...
an animal handling check. I know it's a machine,
So
but
good.
let's see what you can
What
do.
could you do?
Fuck yeah, I got a 17.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it's successful.
King whirs softly and then flies away from you. A few moments later, King lands on your shoulder and he pecks twice at your side of your head.
What the fuck does that mean?
He caws something.
Okay, well, what? King.
He pecks you twice
He
again,
pecked
more
me twice. I
insistently.
don't understand what he wants from us, though.
I mean, it's obviously a message. or something.
Yeah, and
What did you ask?
Okay.
You asked King to peck you when you sent him off last time.
Yeah.
for danger, we already know that there's
Yeah,
danger.
but how many times did you say to peck?
Twice, I believe, for danger, but we know there are people, like their enemies are
I
there.
mean, Silas is also trying to tell us something. He sent it back, so maybe
Right.
maybe there's more than what we can see in this camp.
I think we simply proceed with
Caution.
specific caution.
Right. Well, I did forget to tell everyone this. He actually can record a message that you speak into him. Probably about a 5-second message. So.
That might have been
Silas
just
would-
maybe 10 minutes.
Absolutely, yes, and I forgot. That's all. Absolutely.
Since when
I mean, you do have a,
Always, I
yes.
forgot it could do that.
The individual who was being tortured has stopped screaming and is lying still at this point. And the savages have started wandering off to different parts of the camp. A few of them going and inspecting the bodies of the others who are not moving. One of them finds what you thought was a corpse and lifts him up off the ground, and then he starts struggling, and then they swiftly throw him down onto the ground and begin the same treatment.
I'm just gonna get. We're going to charge in. Get ready, and I'll send King off to relay a message.
And you're just saying get ready to him, like to be recorded, or
No, we're about to charge in. So get ready.
okay. So King, that's what you've said.
That's
to
what
King.
I've, yeah,
That's the
said
actual
that,
message
that's
you're
the
saying.
message
Okay.
I'm saying to
Okay.
King, and then sending him back out.
King begins flying back over the route that he took to get to you. He lands on your shoulder, and you hear the exact facsimile of Jhaeros' voice saying, "Get ready, we're about to go in." At which point, the individual with the staff whirls on your position.
So,
Roll initiative.
I was going to say, how loud is that?
so you realise now they can talk, and also you realise that
Is it
Just King go, get ready, we're about to go in.
is it
How loud was it? Was it very loud?
It was a spoken voice.
For fuck's
is
sake.
it
Oh, I didn't think I said it too loudly.
It's
Is
a
it-
Should have specified a
is it
whisper.
initiative for all of us, or because are we not seen by the
It's going to be initiative for Silas.
Yeah. I got 6.
just because I'm wondering if I can like.
I have to
I
do.
just screwed you, I'm so sorry.
I have to do perception rolls for the
Oh,
others.
yes, sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So your character's meant to be smart.
He is.
He just
I
wants to
thought
know.
I was like more indicating that.
It's
it's
going
right
to
time.
be
Gotta
initiative
specify,
for
brother.
Okay,
Silas
who
and for
else is it,
Tordrad.
Yeah.
What did you say, sorry?
Silas and Tordrad.
Okay, so I'm in initiative. Right?
Yeah.
Wait. I do have advantage. Okay,
Oh.
so 16
Oh no.
for me.
Can I try to start to move in and as stealthily as possible again?
It's yeah.
Because we're not in the
Oh, boy.
combat order, yeah?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Give it a roll.
Yes, please.
Oh, hang on.
It's roll disadvantage, isn't it?
No.
So 17.
Straight to me, yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah.
As King says that, is it possible for me to try to like slap him away? Because like my reaction to him being extremely loud.
It's a little bit late.
I mean, you can try to slap him away. I don't know.
I feel like that would be my reaction if I was suddenly.
Yeah.
I feel like I would just react that way if suddenly there was
I mean,
a
you can-
little speaker on
You
my
can slap it away.
I slap him away angrily. Shut up.
King flies away. What was your initiative?
6.
6.
Stealth rolls disadvantage, but with can I guidance myself?
Oh no, you can't guidance yourself. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, it's creepy you touch me.
I got 9
Oh,
No.
so bad.
for that sneaking.
Yeah. So you're moving forward.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
invisible. still.
Ha-
So, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm invisible.
Should that give you advantage?
Gives it, yeah, but it gets cancelled out because of his armor.
Oh, that's what gave you the advantage.
Where are you going?
I'm just gonna make my way straight in,
Cool, straight in.
thinking that they can't hear me.
Cool, straight in.
I roll a 6.
For yourself. Cool. Where are you moving?
I don't feel like I should move forward, but
You should move a little.
You wouldn't have to make a roll unless you were moving
It's-
forward.
I'm
It's
moving
really
forward.
far.
I'm moving forward. I'm
Cool.
just moving forward. But I'm moving towards where's I'm moving towards the other side. I'm actually going to cross over towards that to
Yep.
that side, but further back. Yeah,
Further back.
there. Perfect.
Rob, I am going to cast Dimension Door.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can you position me like
Can you
10?
You can.
You can. Hang on. On items as well, though. Does it change? Hang on, let me see.
I think it's.
It's just a spell.
One
Yeah.
creature. Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna bring Tordrad with you?
Yeah, so like east to the beast on the right, maybe 15 feet, 20 feet.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, correct. You're on it. Yeah. On it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Very good.
You vanish and reappear in front of the creature on the opposite side of the tent.
Delicious.
Like a Amazon. It's like, fuck.
But you're facing the other way around and turn around this monster.
And as Cullen and Jhaeros move forward as well, it is very obvious that they have been noticed.
And they're all alone.
We can see everyone now, or we can't see everyone now.
Yeah, like did those guys who walked off, did they get far?
I got 60 feet dark vision.
You'd be able to see. Yeah, well, I mean, then you can see up to the 60 feet. You wouldn't be able to see the too far ones, but everyone else you can.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
But can you please roll initiative for me then? And Nephris, your initiative as well, please.
Plus, yeah, so do I. I have advantage.
12.
Hey!
It's not bad.
Hey, that's pretty good. Jhaeros needs to roll his as well. Jhaeros!
Sorry.
Roll your initiative.
Yes, sir.
No, that one.
It is very obvious that they have noticed you.
Let's go.
You sure? I'm pretty sneaky.
I don't know if you are that sneaky.
I'll give it away.
The fact that you used a speaker to literally announce our position.
God, I'm a genius. 12.
That was. R2D2.
And what's your dex? And what's Cullen's dex?
Sorry, 17.
Not my dex.
Yep.
Rarely.
Okay. So Jhaeros is first. Beautiful. Alright. Well, in that case, it is Tordrad's turn first.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Alright.
Please distract them from us.
So, I think I'm going to go for I'm going to turn to the biggest one. The model is pretty accurate to what they look like.
Oh, they're accurate to size, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, biggest one, I'm gonna turn around to, and also closest.
Yep.
Turn to that one, and I'm going to start approaching them.
Did we get a description of what exactly they look like?
Not sure.
Like, what are they?
You didn't get close enough at this point, but now that you're close to the campfire, you'll be able to make it out.
Cool.
But I'll be able to once Tordrad gets in range.
Yeah, I'm not back inside. Just ready to do it. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk out with hammers in hand, and he's going to raise them both up, and he's gonna yell, "In Varitex embrace, I rage!" And he's gonna throw one hammer from point blank range.
Yep.
He's gonna throw it at the beast.
Mm-hmm.
He will be throwing Solar.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be reckless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, natural.
Nice.
Nice!
Alright, that's the first one.
Anybody have a nat 20 dance for a cricket?
Got a
I
dab.
don't get them very often, so I feel like I don't
Yeah, it's like a crab.
It's lobster dance.
Alright, so he's going to take 14 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I will expend a charge to attempt to make you blinded, so DC 15 dex saving throw.
Cool. They fail.
Nice. So that is going to be 6 fire damage, and he's blinded for 1 minute.
Cool.
And then I will attack again with Tiny Oak.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is this also advantage?
Yeah, reckless is for the round. Yeah.
Awesome. Uh, 19.
19 hits.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so that one is only 7 damage.
Mhm.
And I'll expend another charge to. So he's going to have to pass a DC 15 wisdom. Oh no, actually, hold on, sorry. Strength saving throw.
Cool. They pass.
Okay, never mind.
So as the first hammer connects and there's a flash of light that blinds the creature and it reels back, you can all see in that blast of light that it's this hulking humanoid figure with extremely broad shoulders. The animal skins and horns and bones, just a plethora of vicious looking fangs that cover it, obscure what could potentially be underneath, but it looks as though it's almost been fashioned into its own visage, and it just looks as though it is this monstrous beast on its hind legs. And that's all that you can see at this distance. You can almost just about make out the impression of a face underneath it, and it seems vaguely humanoid as well, but it is so much bigger than any like human you've encountered that it's just terrifying to consider how big the individual underneath could possibly be.
Can I get a dimension of one of these creatures? Sorry.
Dimensions.
Yeah, roughly.
Is it like roughly how big?
Yeah.
Large.
Okay.
Well, how tall is
Thank you.
a dwarf, Tordrad?
Like 5 feet tall.
So it's almost 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not huge, but it's large.
Yeah, thank you.
One might say.
Thank you.
Then the individuals you saw at the back are going to start making their way into the fray. They move very quickly.
I'm in danger.
Oh no, not me. There's plenty of other people.
Lucky you've got like a measly 5 extra hit points.
Yeah, no,
I'll give you a thumbs up.
That'll protect me from at least like 1/5.
Got a thumbs up from it.
Are you still nodding your head at Silas?
The as you like swing and roar in your rage at the one creature, it brandishes its staff and begins to gesture for the others to join in the fight, and it speaks. But the voice that it uses is garbled and twisted, and the language that it's speaking in isn't one that you recognize. It sounds almost like common, but almost as if common were being maybe spoken backwards or underwater. Something about it just seems off. The only person who recognizes it is Cullen.
Oh shit.
And even at this distance, as they're roaring in this almost incomprehensible language, you realize that they're speaking Abyssal.
Oh shit.
What do they say?
Yeah, no, come on, Nick.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
So to the rest of you just sounds and you can the only thing that you can make out from it, because it's spoken in rage, is just destroy the unbelievers, unravel them, and send them to the Lord. And they will attempt to comply. So the two of them that brandish a sword and an axe at Tordrad will swing.
Don't hurt me.
The first one hits.
Ah.
And you take 16 slashing damage.
So I'll half that as well because I'm enraged.
Yeah.
Half of 16.
So,
Plus
Thanks.
the
it's not like
5.
a Abyssal. They're not
Oh,
metal
yeah,
ones.
I already
I know they're not from metal.
Sorry, not
No,
necessarily.
it's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Then the other one will attack.
This wasn't the big.
No, this is the two that have run up to as following his orders. You take 19 slashing damage from one with the axe. And then one will then like roar in triumph at its strike, and then the other one, in response to the roar, almost unwillingly swings its sword at you again.
Oh, bastard.
And you take another 8 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Then the similarly large one, brandishing what looks like a sacrificial dagger of some sort, rushes over. Rushes over as quickly as I can.
Life still.
Can you see me?
It's
He
coming.
can.
You failed your stealth check, did you?
I'm still invisible.
But you failed your stealth check.
Yeah, so he knows the direction that someone's in,
Yeah.
but I'm invisible.
He rushes over to you, and it seems as though he has complete vision of you.
Great.
My condolences.
Not just complete, like he is making eye contact through that
the
steel
vine.
mask.
Night vision.
Ugh.
In fact, as it comes closer, you can see that there's almost this sheen over the mask as it looks in your direction. And they will swing that knife at you. What is your AC now?
23.
23. That first one strikes at the armor but doesn't get through.
Let's go.
Next turn, however, that one does. You take 14 piercing damage.
Oofed. No half damage for you, my friend.
He then throws his head back and bellows, and it's this disgusting warbling cry. And everyone except Silas is going to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Don't do it.
17.
27.
Cool.
So 17, 17, 18, 27.
Nice roll, boys.
Very good roll.
Yeah, very
You felt this almost compulsive urge to look in the creature's direction and almost took up arms only against it, but then thought better of it and turned your attentions back to the rest of its companions, who all roar in triumph as they seem bolstered by the roar. Oh boy. No one got taunted, so that's good. And then it's Jhaeros' turn.
Right. Well, time to try this out now, I suppose.
I think you can see.
Where are you behind me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were saying that for ages away. Right, well, that's awkward. And I'll just go to punch him. I've given up. Actually, I'll make my way behind him, sort of, thinking I'm like trying to be stealthy, and try to make my way just behind him, and then just go to like jab him in the back. Or on the side, either or.
Yeah, you gotta make a choice. There's different
Side.
spaces.
Side. Alright, cool. And I'll just go to punch him.
Yep.
First one will be with my normal arm.
Yep.
Your bitch. 15.
15. That does not hit him.
Cool. And then I'll rile it up for a second hit.
Yep.
19.
19.
Sweet. Alrighty, and that'll be with my new prosthetic arm. Sweet. That'll be 10 points of thunder damage as I punch him into the side of the stomach, so there's into his right to his ribs, and I just let it out as hard as I possibly can on the second blow. And then, as my reaction, I'll have King come back down and land on Silas' shoulder again, and he'll repeat the same thing he did before of "Get ready, we're coming in." And as he does that, as he says that though, you feel like a surge of energy pulse through you as he casts haste on you.
That's good. That's really
And that's my turn.
Cullen, it is your turn.
Check so it doesn't kill you.
Yes. Secret things.
Just before I do anything that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not sponsored.
Just
we're not
check.
sponsored.
It's just a flip.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just one second. May I borrow?
You'd probably be the only person who would have known about them.
That's perfect.
Of everyone, yeah.
I wouldn't have had any knowledge prior of them from my background history.
No, that wasn't.
No, it's not about that.
He's like,
No.
I'm a little bit shaken because of the realization
Current
that
situation.
Abyssal, and I could see everyone in trouble, and I can't get to. So I straight away just turned to my cards, and I channeled Divinity.
Talks to his cards mid-fight.
Yeah, no, I just turned to it. I just look at the cards and nothing happens. They just start glowing and only one turns over. So, and I look at it and my eyes go wide and Cullen just starts to like visibly just freak out a bit, and he starts saying, "Oh no, oh, not again, guys." And then suddenly you see him start shaking, and Cullen quickly takes off. He drops his armor and his shield on the floor, and he's quickly trying to undress his robes. He gets his robes and his arm off, and he's just wearing his pants and he's shirtless. And you notice then his hands have kind of started getting smaller, and he's starting to grow like this protrusion out, like a tail coming out, and he falls forward, kind of, his legs kind of fall forward on his haunches, and his snout, and he starts growing like a snout type thing. And this look of fear on his eyes, he still speaks bravely. He's like, this will end. It does end. Don't hurt me, friend. And that was the last words you hear as he starts to grow.
Oh, shit.
And you see his hair just dropping off. His skin starts losing this texture and becomes scaly. And he gets larger and larger. His tail's getting longer until finally you hear a roar, and you're staring at
A giant reptilian creature from Karlov.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
basically. That's all.
Hey.
Damn.
Something happened to Cullen.
Your time to process that.
Can we even see what's happened?
Yeah.
Even if we saw that in the corner of our eye, we probably would have seen something.
Yeah.
I do not react.
You probably wouldn't have seen it. You're pretty far away and it's dark.
Yeah.
With no roar, I just straight up get 50 feet. Can I reach that guy that's there?
The big one?
No, not the one in front of me, the one behind that.
The white one.
Behind him. Like that white guy,
The
yeah.
one by himself.
That one.
Yeah.
Can I reach it? I just beeline it straight to it. I don't care about opportunity attacks or anything like that.
Yes.
I just
Oh yeah, just let Dane take out that big dude by himself.
As
It's fine.
you rush
He's
past
a
the
lizard.
the larger one, and he scrapes the dagger into your side as you do rush past. You take 12 hits of it.
yeah, I only have a I gotta use 2 stats. Alright, what the
Is he the same size as the big dudes?
no,
Yeah, how big is he?
I am a huge beast.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he's much bigger.
shit.
I'm a lot larger now.
Sheesh.
Nice.
Don't have an appropriate one for this.
Not
We will
Can you
use
tell-
it.
I've seen it, but can you tell us what data sheet you can be using or not?
Wait, what? Sorry? What?
Oh, what stats I'm using?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell.
Like
Yeah,
what year?
I'm using a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Holy!
What
So are you literally the size of a T-Rex?
Basically, I am
Holy
big.
shit.
15, so thrice the size of a person in half.
I'm big.
That is massive.
Do you have-
No,
you've got a time
It's
now.
I'm
huge.
tiny. I'm big.
I see what you
Huge
did
beast.
there.
And I am going to multi-attack. So I'm going to bite this guy.
It is very clearly afraid.
I think we all are actually.
At this point, I have a shocked look on my face, so I can see it.
You can see it.
Do you have a what do you call it? A D10?
Yes.
Oh no, D12. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, Jason did some spare.
So I'm going to roll to hit. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry, I forgot the part. So that's plus 10.
What about spare?
23.
23.
I do use it, so.
So it's 4d12 plus 7.
Thank you. Yep.
Speaking to the microphone.
4d12 plus 7. Good one. 38 piercing damage.
Wow.
Nice.
He also... Is that creature I'm attacking medium or smaller?
It is.
So it is grappled.
Oh shit.
Escape DC 17.
Cool.
Dang.
Until the grapple ends, it's restrained.
It bellows in agony and just like starts flailing as you bite a massive chunk out of it.
It says I can also make an attack with... Oh no, you can't make both attacks against him.
No,
Never mind.
yeah.
Cool. All good.
Cool.
That's my turn.
Beautiful. The creature that was wielding the staff looks. You can't see its face, but it is clearly taken aback by the giant individual near it. However, it was clearly noticeable that it took an interest in, first of all, King, and also the armor that was being worn by Jhaeros when he struck at the other individual. And it begins chanting in Abyssal, and Cullen, I don't know if you can recognize your languages if you're transformed.
It's still him, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
actually,
I mean, he wouldn't be able to convey it to
I
you.
can't
so-
convey anything.
Yeah, so it's
I can't
irrelevant.
speak. I can know, but I can't.
you can,
It's irrelevant.
You can nod or you can shake your head.
It
Oh, so
begins-
you're not a mindless beast.
No,
You're in control of
he
this.
can. Yeah, he
I'm
can.
still kind of like raging in a way.
It's him.
Okay.
It's him.
Oh, so you chose to let me die. Great.
Beautiful. So as it's chanting, a massive vine, it uses its staff to sweep upwards, and a massive vine covered in brambles smashes out of the ground and lashes towards Jhaeros, wrapping around him. Please make a dexterity saving throw.
This is what you get. 12.
12.
Oh wait, sorry, dex saving.
Dex saving throw, yeah.
Yeah, I mean 13.
13. It wraps around you, and you get yanked in the direction of the creature.
Oh, shit.
Do I take his opportunity attack when leaving the creature's zone then?
No, if you're forced to.
Yeah.
You do, however, as the thorns bite into you, take 15 piercing damage. And you can also feel that the thorns are embedding themselves under your skin, and you're like starting to hemorrhage pretty profusely because of it.
It's a good blood loss.
Yep. So speaking of, if you can make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Thank you, Jason. That was really smart of you to say. Yeah, this isn't a good night for me. I got a nat 1.
Oh!
Yeah, you are bleeding pretty profusely at this point. Like it's just seeping out of the gaps in your armor.
Rob would have
No,
remembered.
you
Rob
just
would
don't
have
talk.
Rob, can you
Nah.
confirm you would have
No.
I would have remembered. I was
Okay.
literally reading.
It doesn't matter.
No, that's good.
Doesn't matter. You didn't give him the opportunity.
I repeat, this is what you get.
That doesn't affect you at this stage, but it will become prevalent.
What did I do wrong? You've been hasted.
That's true, that's pretty valuable.
And then, with its actual action, it then slams the staff down while raising its hand up in the direction of Cullen, transformed into this creature, and rocks and brambles burst out of the ground around the Tyrannosaurus Rex. And you will take...
Is it a saving throw?
Yes, please. I will need a Dex save, please.
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I still use lucky to re-roll?
I mean, it is
It's a reaction, right?
I would say...
Oh, right.
I don't care either way. I just want to know what you think. What you want to do.
Yeah, it'll use your reaction. I'll say yes. You can still be a lucky dinosaur. Cullen, the lucky dino.
It's better. Don't know what
Best
for.
TV show ever.
Wait, that's a real thing.
No.
Got pained after one episode.
It was 11.
I
11.
didn't like the intro.
I like it too, bro.
The brambles wrap around you and pierce through your scaled skin, and you take 37 piercing damage. And you need to make a Constitution save.
Dang.
Con save as well.
May I ask, are they magic?
18.
Sorry. 18? Cool. So the thorns are attempting to embed themselves under your skin, but the extra toughness provided from your dino form has
30, how much damage?
what did I say? 36? Yeah, 36. Yeah.
Are they magical roots have been conjured, or are they?
They are
simply-
casting spells.
Okay, cool.
This one individual is anyway.
Okay, thank you.
That is then its turn. However, and Cullen is currently dragged very close to this creature.
So I've moved closer to
Sorry, not Cullen. Jhaeros.
Oh, okay.
Too many people.
Which creature am I dragged towards? Sorry.
Well, with the staff.
One of the stuff. The big one.
Because you're right there.
Yeah, the big one. Ah,
Yeah.
I'll keep those.
So, Rob, I have a quick question.
Yes.
While it's still this guy's kind of, turn, I guess.
Yep.
I've got the sentinel feat, so when a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against a target other than me that doesn't have the feat, I can use my reaction to make a melee attack against that creature.
Yeah,
Would I be able to do? Is what he just did considered a?
I would pay that. Yeah.
Alright,
I
cool.
suppose technically no, but I would pay it.
No, if you
No, I would pay it. It makes sense.
Yeah, then I will attack him
Yeah.
with my light. Do I still have advantage with having done reckless on the previous turn, or is it because it's still the
Yes.
same round?
Yes, you would.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Where's Jhaeros?
That is going to be a 28.
I do not see him. Oh.
You got dragged.
It was a 28.
28.
Yeah.
Cool. That hits.
Damage. This is 8 damage, and I'll expend a charge, so he needs to pass a 15 strength.
Yep. Yeah, it passes.
Well, when he made the spell roll, wasn't the dude with the staff blinded from his previous attacks? Wouldn't he have
Yeah.
been at disadvantage?
Yeah, you did.
Thought I had wrong.
It doesn't matter because you were making a dex
You
save.
never have Rob.
You fool!
Rob will only have you.
It is then going to be the grappled creature by Cullen. It's going to attempt to break free. It was strength, yeah? To break.
It just says escape DC.
Escape DC, yeah, so it's a strength check. Yeah. It manages to pry your jaws open, and it will then try to attack you. What is your AC as a dinosaur?
Natural armor 13.
Oh, is that it?
It actually hits him. He is very big, I suppose. Like, hitting him isn't really the problem.
It's not being hit by him.
Yeah. Yeah, you take 7 slashing damage from that one. But he doesn't get his nonsense back. And then it is Nephris' turn.
Okay. Just quickly,
Yes.
Cullen, aka Tyrannosaurus Rex, aka Trident. That's
Yes.
Josh, right?
Yes, that is fine.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5 feet south.
Yep.
Just the 5?
Let me think. Sorry, one more 5 feet. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. At this point, Nephris turns to the larger creature facing Jhaeros, peeking behind him, looking at the direction of the creature that Cullen has been grappling with.
So it's funny because like you're seeing me transform and like a transform better than you.
Excuse me. Not me.
I mean, this thing has control of it.
Thanks,
That's
man.
true.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he wants it to happen. I don't want it to happen.
I'll transform into you next time. At this point, Nephris, not considering whether or not the beast in front of him hears him, utters, "You may have embraced the night, you may have been hugged by the night, but it'll be lightness that judges you." At this point, raising both of his hands as if to tower over the creature, begins to radiate. We're in nighttime, aren't we?
We are.
It's still dark. Basically, a light, as if it was broad daylight, begins to emanate from his hand, and I shall cast Sunbeam. So that is a 60-foot. Can you confirm if that reaches?
Oh, it 100% does.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's
Oh,
Karl?
wait, it's a 5 foot across.
That's
It's 5 feet across.
He's away.
Rouse
Just
west.
double checking. Just double checking.
So that's 68, and that's a Constitution saving throw for the 68, and blinded until next turn.
Nice.
Constitution save.
There's so many.
24,
That hits for 24.
Mm-hmm.
Just reading up, sorry.
That was not the best roll.
No, it was not.
I was gonna say that's out of a possible
48.
Yeah.
It's half. It's 50.
Half, yeah.
50,
half.
We'll go, that's good.
It does vaporize the one in front of Cullen.
Oh, yes.
Let's go, boy!
Nice, good stuff.
Vanishes in a blast of sunlight.
That's not much that should be
Wait.
careful.
Is it they have weakness to?
It's not. It's disadvantage to undead and ooze only. So not disadvantage.
Not good. No.
Go boy.
Yep. You hear like this faint hissing noise coming from a direction over near Silas.
I'm in.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really
It is
tried.
then Silas's turn.
What? I don't understand.
Wait, what?
Sunlight?
It's it, Karlov.
I did think that when you said it was like sunlight, but then I was like, oh no, it's just something you haven't made it all like that.
No,
It's directional, but
This
like
light
it's like
is sunlight.
That's great. I love it. I fuck with it. I'm all for it.
You start
So-
nodding at him again.
Am I, considering everyone else's distraction, am I hidden or am I not hidden?
you actually never broke yourself.
Oh yeah, you lucky son of a bitch. I was gonna kill
The
you.
individuals noticed King, they never noticed you.
You're also
Oh.
hasty.
I mean, you still have advantage on the big guy anyway, because he's fine.
Yes, but I won't go for the big guy. I will go for the guy with the axe.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna sneak up on him, and I'm gonna give him a big ol' stabby stab for a 26.
26 hits.
Cool. So where'd my D8 go?
You get that advantage. So when you just try rolling again to see if you get
I did not.
it. Try.
Always roll that advantage.
Yeah, totally. That is 7 piercing damage to start, plus my sneak attack. So can I remember 7, and then 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 27 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
Stabby stab.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Tis a lot.
I forget. Do I get an extra attack?
You do. So you gain an additional action.
That's with haste, right?
Yep. And you
Oh,
also have a +2 to your AC.
Cool. I'll stab him again.
And you get an advantage on dex saving throws.
That is a 16 to hit.
That does not hit.
Can I use one of my luckies to reroll that?
You sure can.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be an advantage still?
Yeah, you still have advantage.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, then I won't do that. So I'll reroll the advantage. That is a 25 to hit then.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool, great. That's a 8 plus. Uh, 12.
Sustain hits.
Yeah, I got 2 lethal hits here. That's a warhammer.
I'll be the judge of that.
12, 22, 26, 27, 28. So 36 piercing damage for that one.
Would you like to describe it or shall I?
I'll describe this one.
Okay.
Let me think. So as he is distracted, slashing at my bodyguard Tordrad, I sneak up behind him and, completely unnoticed by him, I stab at him 14 times. I stab at him 14 times. 14. Very, 14. I stab him 14 times, going my blade going hilt deep each time, yet occurring at such a speed it seems almost imperceptible. And
It's just like what? It's like a sewing machine.
It was practicing
Yeah.
Pirates.
And yeah. Oh yeah. And
And it was over just as quickly.
and I'll say it again because I missed it.
Thank you.
No! Say it again.
I don't need to repeat that.
Hey, you can watch it again.
I've stabbed this guy and I made 14 rolls. So
The dude
I stabbed
is dead.
I stabbed him 14 times and it's so fast that it's almost imperceptible. But each of my pierces are so precise they each hit a different vital organ.
Then you just
Yeah,
know
yeah,
where
yeah.
this guy's organs are.
Never
Yeah.
seen before. Gonna do it.
Yeah. This
I
chap
just
is.
noticed he's got organs.
It's just that good.
Yeah, that's cool. Deception. I can see his blood
Yeah.
in his skin.
He falls down dead.
So I stab him in all of his vital organs, and then but the 14th strike lingers in his heart, and then I twist and I pull it out, the heart connected to my rapier, and I flick it away.
Fuck shit up.
Blood trickles out of the face guard that it's wearing, which is sculpted out of hide and bone, and it just sort of, in this strange, menacing, fanged grin, and it just collapses onto the ground in front of you.
Am I still hidden from other?
You are not hidden currently. You
Okay.
have to use a bonus action.
I'll bonus action to stealth again, which I definitely did because I rolled a raw 19.
I will be the judge of this.
Well, it's a raw 9.
No,
It's a raw 19, which is going to be a 32. So tell me I'm wrong, Rob.
I would love to.
That's what I.
That's rolling on
Tordrad,
sets.
it is back to you.
Alright, well, so big guy's still blinded because of Nephris's thing, right?
Correct.
So what I'll do is I'm within range of that other guy. So I'm gonna swing at the white guy there.
Whoa.
There's no
Whoa.
other descriptor.
No need to start bringing rage into this, dude.
The unpainted one.
No need to metagame.
You can't, it's not in this world.
It's just woke madness gone mad. Flutorian's gone mad.
So I will swing at the unpainted one in a reckless attack with my flame hammer. That is that's not good. 13 to hit.
Nah.
Shit.
Ooh.
Then I will.
Get to attack them.
No, I know. I'm just deciding who to attack. I'll swing at him again. Same sort of setup. That is a 26.
That does hit.
Awesome. That's exactly. So it's going to be 8 damage from that one, and then he needs to make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
DC 15 Dex. He passes.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
However, doesn't your thing do a thing? Your Storm Herald nonsense?
Doesn't your thing do a thing?
Don't you have a Storm Herald thing?
Doesn't pay.
Don't I have to make saves of some description because
Hey,
you're raging?
Do the roar.
Give it around.
It's every time.
Got like an aura or some nonsense?
Yeah, I do.
Something spooky.
I just know there's something going on. You're a Storm Herald for a reason, eh?
Yes. Oh, yeah, so
It wasn't that funny.
It's probably something that he's.
Silas is just cracking up over on the side because he's just like standing over a
Yes,
corpse.
so as a bonus action, I will just like none of my hits have really done any damage to this guy. I'm a little bit pissed at this point. So lightning kind of crackled in my eyes, and it's going to just come down from the sky, and he's going to need to make a Dex saving throw.
You failed.
Cool.
Nice.
He's going to take 1d6 lightning damage. 1.
Yeah.
So he does get a little bit.
Nice.
Nice.
Just a little bit. I didn't want to hurt him too much.
Yeah, you gotta keep it
I
interesting.
wanted to. It's more of like an intimidation thing. I could,
Yeah.
but I'm choosing.
You want your hammer to do the real work.
All right.
Yeah.
The one behind you is going to attack you, Tordrad.
The one that I just attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they miss both of their swings with their sword.
We're too enraged.
But then it's going to roar in defiance.
Bastard.
And it will hit with that one. And you will take 11 slashing damage from that one. And then the big one is going to try and rush down Cullen.
Is he?
Different one.
Different.
Beautiful.
Wasn't me.
He basically just lunges onto you and swings his knife into the side of your throat.
Cool.
And just starts sawing back and forth.
Wow.
And you're going to take 24 piercing damage from that.
Okay.
Right, healers not doing much healing.
He is a T-Rex.
Yeah, it literally hit dinosaur.
I could maybe give him a pass on that one.
And it's
Also,
going
all
to.
my equipment's not on me.
Because it's literally a
And it's
dinosaur.
going to roar again as it did before, and everyone is going to need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
My God, finally.
I got an 18.
This sucks. He's got shit.
15.
13.
He's got shit wisdom compared to me.
Oh!
That one.
Oh, yes!
Which one?
Got one,
18.
18,
15.
15, 13. Cullen and Nephris, you feel, for some reason, an overwhelming urge to attack that individual and only that one. And you will have disadvantage to attack any other target, which is not such a big deal for Cullen.
That's a pretty good one to get in that one on, because you
But
were
the
very
other-
fun anyway.
The other creatures are emboldened by the roar, and they seem to grip their weapons more fiercely.
I'm
And
mildly concerned about the fact that that model is just over and not off the board.
yeah. And then it is Jhaeros' turn.
So do I have the brambles like dug into my arm?
Yes, it is the start of your turn, and you take 7 necrotic damage.
Yeah, nice. Oh, look, that. So the brambles are wrapped around my arm only, my left arm, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're embedded in your body. You got grabbed by a huge ass
And it's
spine.
the big one that's pulling me towards it with the.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Green
Um,
eldritch.
At rinsing in pain, you just hear a little whistle, and King will fly directly onto it, and I'll cast a spell magic. The spell magic on it. Is it a level 3 or lower spell?
It is.
And then it automatically gets dispelled without any
Yep.
rolls.
That was hot.
Thanks. That's right. So I think it's any spells that are like
Wait a
anything
second.
that's
I was looking at the wrong spell.
ah.
No, it is a 4th level spell.
Okay, cool. So then I roll. I make an ability check. Do you make the check or do I make the check then? So, for a 4th level or higher, the target may, then on the target, make an ability check using
Yes, so
your
you-
spell, not casting modifier, DC equal to 10 plus your, so spell level. So 13. So I have to make 13
Yes.
to do it. Great.
That
Man.
one. That one.
That's like 2.
You're not lucky.
It's not Jhaeros' night, is it?
Jhaeros.
I mean,
No,
He did just lose his
feels,
arm.
it
He's
feels
exhausted.
like it
He
makes
is.
sense.
Have you swapped dice?
Nah.
He keeps
Put it in
using the same
jail.
one.
Put it in jail, dude.
I don't want to use the light one though.
What is that?
No, definitely not.
We need to buy
The
him
vine,
some dice
the vine
trays.
remains.
Cool. Yeah,
Um,
one job. And I'll just jump into at him,
Mhm.
and unleash 2 attacks.
Yep.
Another 2.
Well, first one misses.
Yeah. Alright, cool. 21.
That hits.
Nice.
Yeah, this game sucks. Sick. 12 points of thunder damage.
Pretty damn solid. He
Right.
seems shocked by the impact of you just punching him, and
Yeah.
so that's not something he was expecting.
I'm making it that the prosthetic arm's the one that's
Yep.
hitting him, so it's got a bit more force.
Yeah. It reels backwards and seems rather phased by the fact that you were able to punch it with such force.
Yep.
Um,
Awesome.
the vine is still there, however.
Great.
It's Cullen's turn.
That would have been so good.
The dude that's attacking me, is he on me?
Yeah, he's currently grappling you.
I can move.
Your speed is 0 if you're grappled. Yeah, he's large.
Maybe he's just strong.
Also, I'll just drag him around with me.
I mean, you can escape and break out.
Do I have to use the action to do that, don't I?
You can just attack him with disadvantage. You also have disadvantage to attack anyone except him, because he did a taunt.
Can I actually bite him though?
Yeah, you try.
It's disadvantage.
It's disadvantage. Might be able to swing him around. Here it comes.
If I miss the bite, can I use my tail on him? Or is it only if one succeeds I can't use the other one?
Yep, you have to choose what you make him. Yeah.
So I can't. Yeah,
That's
it's not
second
possible.
stage,
He makes 2 attacks. I'm gonna try and bite him.
Love the sound of that.
That was 13, so that's gonna miss. Can I lucky that?
You can, yeah.
Just let's take a lower one. That's fine. Plus 10, 18.
18 hits. Swing him around and chomp.
Sweet. Now, does grapple cancel each other out?
I mean, effectively, yeah.
Because he's grappling me, but now he's grappled.
You'd have you both have disadvantage and your speed would both be 0.
Because, like, how does that work in terms of, like...
It doesn't cancel each other out, it's just you both have the
Or
effect.
does his grapple stop and mine?
He's saying he's both grapples
You
out.
both
You're
cuddling
both
each other.
currently grappling.
Yeah, you're both
That
cuddling
worked,
on the
tick
ground.
off.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
No, you let
Yeah,
go.
just
No, you let go.
it is, however, large, not medium. This one, so
36 piercing damage.
that's a big old chunk. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But yeah, it's not a medium-sized creature.
Oh, it's
It's
large.
large, so I don't know if you can grapple it.
Oh,
Even though he's bigger
I'm
than...
huge.
Hang on,
Yeah,
how's
but
that?
what's the thing? Is it?
It just says... Oh, it's a medium or smaller.
Yeah.
So I'm still grappled, but he's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Still a lot of damage though.
Still a lot of damage.
But he can do something bigger than him, then.
Yeah. The mage will then look towards.
Did he make a concentration?
Can he
Was
look?
it a constitution save for me?
Yes, he does.
I got him on that one.
You did get that. He looks in your direction and
Oh, great.
the vine pulls you closer to him and he then grabs you by your prosthetic limb and pulls you in close. You still can't quite see underneath the cowl that's covering it, but you can hear that it's sort of softly chuckling deeply. And it begins while it's grabbing onto you, which if you wouldn't mind. No, athletics check.
This is rude, bro. This is a form of bullying. Did you say acrobatics?
Athletics.
Ah, I can use my intelligence modifier instead though. Excellent. Because it's strength. It's a part of strength, yeah?
Yes.
Cool, so it'd be a +5. 18.
18. He's grabbing onto you as you try to struggle away from him, and the pistons fire in your prosthetic arm, trying to push him away, but his grip is very strong on you. He's pulling you closer, and you can see, as you look down, you notice that he's sort of dragging his foot in an arc, and he's drawing a circle around the two of you. It's going to take him a while, but he's doing something.
A little help, please.
You make an Arcana check.
Yeah, 21.
Cool. He's casting teleportation circle.
Oh shit.
Yep, I need help. He's trying to get away. Please. Thank you.
It will, and that is going to be its turn. And then it is Nephris.
Can you tell how many turns it'll take before he completes it?
It does take a while.
Okay.
You have like a long time,
Okay.
unless it can do something
Like ritual
particular.
fast.
It would take most of you, anyone that you know normally who can cast it, it would take a minute. But you don't know what this creature's capable of.
So am I grappled, or what am I?
You are currently grappled.
He can grapple and cast at the same time.
He can do that with this, yes.
God damn.
And just a reminder, I'm still taunted by him.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
By the big
Nephris in his, I guess, unusual to his typical demeanour facing him. This will not be the last to have seen this, and you'll certainly not be the final. Casting Robe of Stars, magic missile. So that is at level 2, so that's for D4. Everyone, D4 real quick. You don't have D4.
He does. He's the little pyramid.
Thank you.
You're casting this at who? At the mage or
No, the
big
beast.
boy? Yeah.
The big boy. Nice. That's 14.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
3 damage from magic missile.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Sad.
3.
Free damage. He doesn't have to roll the damage.
Oh, I think it's
I
3.
had 3 too, and I was going,
No. Free damage.
thank you.
Silas.
Wait a minute.
It's my turn.
Who are you?
I'm going to sneak around to the guy with the staff this time.
Yep.
And I'm already hidden, do I? So I do it
No, you're
stealth?
still hidden.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna sneak.
Which direction are you going?
I'll go towards Nephris that way.
Cool.
Yeah, over that way.
Into the tent.
Yeah, I'm in the tent. Just get stabbed through the tent like Assassin's Creed. And
Everything's like Assassin's Creed.
exactly. I'm gonna stab him. 23.
That hits.
Nice. And I'm still hasted, right?
Yep.
Cool. Should I just do a second attack and just roll all the damage at once?
No, thank you.
Okay, cool. That's why I
Each
asked.
one does a different thing.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Stuff happens.
Starting off, it is 7 plus 6 is 15 damage, right? No,
Yep.
13
13.
damage.
13.
Like, can I kill it before it resolves?
Literally.
So what was that? 13 plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20. So 33. 33 piercing damage to start.
Nice. It looks very badly wounded at this stage. Like it's barely tottering. And then as you retract your rapier to make another one, it's going to use one of its legendary abilities.
You son of a
It
bitch.
throws back its head and roars in that same guttural underwater sort of tone that it was using when it spoke. And dark green black tendrils lash out from it. And everyone within 10 feet of it must make a strength saving throw.
So that includes
Would it be nice?
Jhaeros, Jhaeros, Tordrad, and Silas.
Got a 19.
19.
4.
Oh,
And Tordrad?
Oh,
19.
sorry. 5.
Oh,
Not bad.
could be important.
Not bad.
oh.
Narrator, it was not important.
He was indeed 5.
So, Jhaeros, you take 17 necrotic damage,
That makes
and you cannot take reactions until your next turn.
Damn.
Oh.
Your night,
Until my turn.
Until your next turn.
That's fine.
your night literally started off with your sister getting nailed by your mate.
His arm getting cut off.
Yeah, and then your
I
arm
feel like
got
it's
cut
pretty
off.
big, it's
Yeah.
quite bigger than
Then your
most.
arm got cut off, and then you just been getting fucked on in this battle.
The two of you succeeded, so you take half that.
Okay.
So,
Do I half it again?
no, because it's necrotic. Because you don't reduce. You reduce like mundane damage.
Oh, okay.
How much was it, sorry?
So it was 17, I believe, so half that, so what? 9?
9, yeah.
Yeah.
So -5 and -4, because I lost my temper hit.
Yep.
Nice.
But you guys can still take your reactions.
Cool.
Yeah, now I'm almost getting my fucking teleport away.
Nice. I rolled 23 on my second attack.
Nice.
I can still do that on my second attack?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep, yep, that's all you second attack.
Cool. So that's 7 plus 10, 14, 15, 16, 19, 19 plus 7 is 26 piercing damage. Yes.
Yeah, it is like barely. It's sort of tottering on its staff. It releases its grip on Jhaeros, and the grasping vine around him vanishes. He's like barely just hanging on, clutching his staff to stay upright.
Can I get him to do a DC 14 con save, please?
He passes.
Yeah. Alright, then I will attempt to hide again.
Yep.
Which I have a 28.
Yep. Yeah, you were hidden from its view again.
Nice. I hide back in the tent.
Tordrad, it is your turn.
Assassin's Creed.
So, I can't really see from here who is within 15 feet of me.
Everyone.
As in friendlies.
Well, just everyone that I can actually see, because I don't know where Karlov is.
Has he done anything?
Not yet.
Oh, he's just missed. He's steamy missed.
The last place that you saw Karlov, he was over here as missed.
Yeah.
But you're
We
not sure
haven't
what he's
looked
going
for
to
a
do.
while, so.
Yeah. So Silas, Jhaeros, those two individuals. Nephris, not quite. So everyone there.
Also, Jhaeros is within 15 feet.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Okay, I might not do that
Thanks, man.
then.
Could be bad.
I'm getting fucked on that.
Strike me down.
Cool. So I will. Awesome. I'm going to then do. I'm gonna like kind of swing up my lightning hammer and just try to like uppercut him with it, and it'll be reckless. That is a 28.
Nice, that hits.
Sweet. Nice.
Is this at the
At the big dude.
big dude?
Yeah. So it's 9 damage,
Mhm.
and he's going to expend a charge, and he needs to make a DC 15 strength.
He fast.
Oh, okay, cool.
Nice.
And he's going to suffer 4 thunder damage, and all creatures within 10 feet are pushed back 10 feet. I imagine 10 feet of him, I believe.
Yeah.
Are pushed back 10 feet.
Cool. Well, would you like to describe it or shall I?
Ooh, alright, I would like to describe it.
Yep.
I have to do these things, yeah. So yeah, you see him kind of like, obviously, Silas has done a fair bit of damage to weaken him, and then, he's just taken advantage of that. So swinging his lightning hammer, it's kind of crackling lightning all the way up the chain that it's swinging on, because he's swinging it from the chain, and he just jumps up in the air and like swings it like this uppercut right into where he thinks its face is, and then comes back down using that reverse momentum and smacks it down into the ground
Nice.
with a resounding lightning strike.
A bolt of lightning just like crashes through its skull.
Nice.
It slumps onto the ground as a smoking wreck with blood beginning to pool around it.
Fuck yeah. Alright, and then I would like to turn to...
And then everyone is pushed 10 feet away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that would
Slide
include you. 10 feet directly away from him, so that would be back this way, and then that would be that way.
Does it push me back too?
Yep, you're a creature.
Oh.
Right, Jhaeros.
Yeah, well...
Jhaeros was 15 feet away.
Okay.
That's okay. I then will use my...
Corpse.
I don't like this.
I'll use my movement to run up to the other guy that's closest to me.
Yep.
And I am going to smack him, attempt to smack him with a flame hammer. And that is a 26.
Nice, that hits.
Okay, that is going to be 11 damage. Sorry, there's like a mosquito.
Yeah, it flew in my face a second ago. Yeah.
So it's 11 damage, and he's going to expend a charge as well to make a DC Dex 15. Saving throw.
Yes.
Yeah. So he is going to take 2 fire damage and he's blinded.
Cool. Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I remember, I don't know if I can use those. he is going to call down lightning on this guy again. And he's gonna. There's another dex saving throw.
Yep. Very much fails.
Awesome. And I also realized that it's 2d6 at 10th level, so I can
There you go.
2d6 for that. So that is 3 lightning damage.
Oh yeah.
But this time it's straight from the eyes. This time.
Respect.
Still intimidation, Dan.
You should emperor him.
Unlimited.
No, my thing, I'm holding my hand, so it's kind of off right now.
Come over here.
So you can go like this for having him.
Who'd you do damage to?
The unpainted guy.
Cool. The white guy.
The white guy.
The
yeah.
white
No,
guy.
I've chosen to.
White
You guys,
guy.
have a problem with that.
As this is happening, Cullen realizes that there's sort of a mist growing around him at this point in time, which reforms into the image of Karlov, and he just grabs the massive creature that's trying to grapple you by the scruff of the neck and lifts up his short sword to it, slices his throat, and then drinks from it heavily before dropping it onto the ground.
Who else can see this at this point? We're all pretty busy.
All of you see him do this.
Oh shit. Okay. That's a pretty important scene.
And he just wipes away this to the side of his mouth, and just disgusting. Well, what are you waiting for? Finish them off. And then it will be Jhaeros' turn.
Well, alright. So there's one left that I can see that's standing.
Yes.
Killed who I was going to kill.
I'm sorry.
No, Rob.
Oh,
I was gonna do a nice,
Karlov did.
I was a Karlov.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
a nice big flashy kill.
Oh, there's still one left.
It's not worth it.
I'm just
You know the creatures.
It's not the big dude. It would have been fun
you
to
should
do.
say that as
Alright, fine. I'll do it. I'll have King kind of fly on my arm. He like lands on my hand,
Mhm.
and as you see some there's like a little panel there, and starts coursing lightning through him, and he starts to like glow bright blue, and you see electricity flicker off him as he darts off of my hand straight at the last creature, and what makes him look like a line of like a lightning bolt coming off of him as he pierces straight through the creature, casting a lightning bolt. But I'm
Cool.
going it through him.
Cool.
Alright. Yep.
So he's gonna make a dex save.
Yes, a dex and he had been 17.
Yeah, cool. He failed.
Awesome.
As a big old spell.
Yeah. Sorry. You do a shit ton. 8. Nice. Okay.
8. Okay, well that wasn't a kill.
I wasn't doing it on the big dude.
it's good. It's good. You would have had it like ready, I'm sure.
Alright, but so like 24.
Yep. Cool.
Thunder.
Lightning.
Lightning. Yep.
Yep. King, full of charged with lightning, punches through the chest, straight through the other side, and the creature sort of staggers onto one knee and just glares at you, still alive, but barely standing. And it just roars defiantly and hurls a javelin at you.
As its reaction.
Yeah.
Ah.
As a legendary action.
Cool.
That's an attack roll, isn't
It is.
it? Could I also...
You want to send it?
No, go away. Let me finish it. I
You
still
can.
have
This
one
is a
attack.
battle, bro.
Leave me
so-
alone.
Okay.
I still have 2
Can
attacks.
I wait for his attacks before I do that? Or no?
It's when it makes an attack, yeah?
Yeah.
Then no.
I wouldn't stop
Go
it.
for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
You're raging.
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't have control of my action. You can't blame me for this.
Stop talking about your own life.
28 hits.
Cool. Alright.
Let me have my moment, man. The
The
one
one
time.
time.
The one time I get a moment, and
It's
he
the one
tries.
time.
He takes my
Roll the
thunder.
damage.
He takes my thunder
What we
literally.
get?
With my thunder.
What do we get?
Was it 6?
Well, you know it's thunder becomes before lightning.
He's hurt. He's like, you crack down on his skull, but it's not enough to kill him, and he hurls the javelin at you.
I will not expend the dice.
But it's the javelin just goes shy of you, just falls to the ground to your side.
Can I make it? I charge at him, and I've just like smacked it away with my gauntlet as it's about to hit me.
Yeah.
I'll go to just. I think I want to grab him, as in like I'll do it as a hit, but like as I've like punched him, I've grabbed his face to like slam him.
Well,
into
we'll
the
see
ground.
if you can actually do that.
Roll the dice.
Roll to hit.
You're like a flanking.
Yeah, he's
Let's
done.
go.
He's done. Do I get a flanking?
Well, I don't know. Do you?
Do I?
Yep.
Get an advantage?
Yeah, you would.
27.
Nice.
Yep, cool.
So as I've like hit him, I'll make it so it's just like a punch anyway, so do the same thing for damage wise. I've just grabbed his face and slamming him into the ground as hard as I can. Nice, 6 thunder damage. Does that finish him or is that more damage?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was ready for it. I was ready.
Just smashing his skull down into the dirt.
Yeah, as aggressively as I possibly can.
How much HP do you have left?
Heaps.
Okay.
I'm incredibly like.
You got a lot of
blood
HP.
pouring on my
He's been
body.
battered.
I've been battered, but like I can still go for a
Yeah,
little
okay,
bit.
right. Yeah, cool.
The
Awesome.
bodies lie strewn around you and still. Karlov wipes his ornate short sword on the length of his shirt and resheathes it before starting to stroll very nonchalantly back to his tent, which has all of his tinkerer's tools and such in it, and throws back the tattered remains of the tent. He then begins working to drag out what appears to be a very ornate, wagon. Not a full-sized carriage, but it looks basically like a very nicely adorned carved box on wheels that someone could pull along. He drags it out from the tent so that you can all see it clearly in view. It looks about large enough that it could hold a person, but it's just a rectangular box.
Can I want to stroll up to him and just like tap a hammer to his chest? It's like, what the fuck was that before?
The benefits placed on me by my bloodline.
You drank somebody's blood.
Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
There are few ways to gain power beyond the intricacies and the secrets that lie in the blood.
I don't care about your fancy words, alright? What the fuck are you?
It's not something that you could comprehend.
Maybe I'll just have to look at you from the inside then.
You are welcome to try.
As I walk up to this conversation and I like sort of subtly tap Tordrad on the shoulder as if to signal him that it's not time yet. And I approach.
I won't break eye contact, but I'll pull the hammer away.
But I approach the wagon and I say, Karlov is subtle as ever, I see.
It's not worth explaining ourselves to the commoners. It is not their place to know our secrets.
Commoners that just saved all of your shit.
And I am very grateful.
You couldn't have done this on your own. You're too weak.
Karlov, I know that we are generally above these sorts of people, but you really shouldn't underestimate them, and you must know that they are more observant than you may think, despite your sometimes ignorant views from your ivory tower.
You may hide your barbed words as much as you wish.
I did not intend to hide, my apologies. Anyway, let's search
I'm
these.
gonna just walk away from this conversation.
Let's search
Straight
these.
to the big
Karlov.
Let's search these creatures. We need to see if they have any of these, any of more of this stone. And I hold it up to the team to show them what we're looking for.
Right.
Yes, Tiefling. He doesn't actually look in your direction, he's just kind of like stroking the box.
Much of your character has piqued my interest. In my
times exploring the tunnels of Bajura, I encountered many that spoke of tales, lakes of blood that creatures would dwell around. May I roll for a history check?
You may.
It's 13.
The lakes of blood refer to one location in particular where the sun sets on a river that leads into a large body of water in the far north of Aglestad. There's a lake called Radstrom, and there is a city there named as such. This is the seat of power of Queen Calidora. The Lake of Blood is simply like a poetic name given to it, but it is not necessarily like it doesn't actually necessarily contain any, but it doesn't mean it doesn't. Yes, we have woven our presence into the stories of many creatures across this land. We find it's better to hide in plain sight, but there are many things we're not willing to share with outsiders, which I'm sure you could understand.
And yet, mythology originates from somewhere. That is all I will say.
Of course.
Yeah, I would like to search the bodies for the gems or whatever that we're looking for, but then also I would like to take teeth, horns, whatever I can.
Yeah, you can collect like a variety of horns. Some of them you recognize as fangs from Ursinians, like the bone structure and stuff, so it is stuff that you are now familiar with. There's also just various unrecognizable hide that they're wearing as armor, tusks from creatures that you don't recognize as well, that you wouldn't have encountered in this part of the plains, but also stuff that you do recognize, things that are fairly mundane, like wolf fangs. But for the most part, they don't seem to have much on them except for crude weapons. The one knife that the larger one was wielding seems unusual from the others. It is carved from obsidian, which would have been really unusual for them to have in this area. And it has runes etched into it somehow.
I would like to pocket it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the creatures themselves, though, like, can I rip off this hide and stuff that covers them just to get a good look at what they actually are?
So are you gonna look at any of them in particular?
The big one.
Yep.
First.
So like the one with the staff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are very obviously the creatures that you first encountered.
Oh shit.
They they wear the same armor that the savages who attacked you did. The dark energy that radiated off them when you tried to attack them, and like the mastery over the vines and stuff that they used to command. It all is very reminiscent from what you encountered. And you lift him up. Just how are you doing this? He's big. Like.
I mean, am I strong enough to just pick up his head?
He's like face down, so you can try to like
Just like
So you just like grab him up by the cowl and pull. So as you lift it up, you can see that he's wearing almost like a bandit would wear a kerchief or a bandana over their mouth. He's wearing the jawbones of a creature fused together and the fangs are overlapping. And just underneath the cowl, you can see that his skin is this sort of dark greyish green. And as you pry away the fused jawbone, it's clearly like sewn in or attached to the actual what you think is the cowl. And then as you rip, you realize it's actually part of his skin. Like he's stitched it into his skin itself, and it tears away. And as it does tear away, blood begins to drip from the corners of his mouth. And you can see clearly now that it is a very humanoid face, but it's very muscular and lined with age and wear out in the plains for decades. It's also got tusks and it's pronounced underbite, but it looks mostly human.
Right.
Just with that dark skin and not really it's not really a visage you've encountered before, but it seems quite monstrous. and blood continues to drip from the corners of its mouth where you've ripped away this visor or mask from it. And as you inspect it closer, his eyes fling open.
Can I smack him again? Can I get attack roll?
You can.
Reckless.
You wouldn't still be rage though, would you? Or is reckless not a rage?
No, you don't need to be raged to reckless.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That would be, what was it, an 18?
So you swing the hammer down, and it crashes into the side of its skull, and it barely flinches as it connects.
Oh shit.
And then it begins to smile widely.
Guys,
And it
this one's
begins
still
chuckling.
alive.
And then as it's chuckling, it starts to cough, and blood begins to pour from its mouth, and it gags.
I'm gonna drop his head at this point.
And blood pours out of its mouth and pools around all of you rapidly, more rapidly than it should be able to spread from a creature this size, and begins to feed into the bodies of the others that you just slew.
Can I keep smacking this guy?
You can.
Okay.
It's going to, so as you continue smacking it, it begins to stand its hulked over form, the others all standing around you. And then it turns, and it looks at Jhaeros, and it kneels,
What the
and lowers its head.
Well, at least he knows that I'm royalty. Of course.
He just tried to kill you.
I don't know what's going
I
on.
wouldn't take this.
Karlov
as
takes a
compliment.
few steps forward. Fascinating. They appear to have no measure of taste.
Karlov,
He has his hand resting on his hilt.
what is this?
I don't know.
Jhaeros.
I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing this thing.
Are they all up or just him?
They are all up, and they are all
Kneeling.
kneeling, except for the one that was vaporized, and the one that had its blood drained by
Oh.
Karlov.
Tell them to do something.
Like what? I don't.
Anything. See if they listen to you.
How many are there?
There are 4.
And they're all kneeling facing me.
They're all kneeling and facing you.
Any ideas? I honestly have
Tell
them to run over.
The large
there.
one begins to speak in that same guttural backwards language.
I don't.
Tell one of them to kill one of the others.
I don't understand. How would I?
Just say it in whatever language you know.
Do you want to translate it for them, Cullen?
He's a
Still a
dinosaur.
dinosaur?
You're still a dinosaur.
I was going to bring it up, but this all just happened way too quickly. I was like, there's no time for me to bring it
The
up.
vampire thing took, or the blood thing, sorry, took a little bit of, the spotlight.
Jhaeros, this is most unnatural. I.
Are they interested in my arm? And I'll just hold my arm out, the prosthetic arm, and see if he looks at all.
He does keep his eyes fixed on it.
Right.
Just tell one of them to kill one of the others.
Okay, you kill him. And I point at the one of the others that's kneeling.
He doesn't seem to understand.
Yes, I don't think he understood.
It was worth a shot.
We tried. Does anyone understand what? From him speaking, just from me having my background, would I have any inkling as to what he's speaking?
You
I
can
don't
do a
understand.
history check.
Or, I mean, did you, because Cullen was near you when the guy was speaking Abyssal, did
Didn't say
did
anything.
he, no, I don't know, he didn't say anything.
No.
So you don't know that Cullen was
No.
Yeah,
No.
all good.
Sick.
I guess we didn't share the language.
No.
So.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? Where's my translator?
Should someone do an arcane check maybe?
But I understand it. I just can't talk.
Yeah. You know.
You do it, are you just hanging, are you just chilling right now? Are you
Just chilling as a dino, just sitting.
26.
26. You can recognize that it's similar to a language that you do know, Infernal, but it is not the same, and it is much, much older.
Yeah, no, this is new to me. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not new that other life forms kneeling before me. I get it. But this is new. Yes, I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, also there's the other.
As far as you're aware, though, you do know that this is something that occurs, the language occurs in text, but as far as you're aware, people don't speak it fluently anymore. Not as an everyday language.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
What time is it?
No. in world.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I got the
it
regular.
is-
I got the world time.
Human time. Wow, that's a little racist. No one else is human. It would be probably about 5 a.m. So sun's getting close.
Okay.
Is that dawn? Just real quick.
Yeah.
It is getting close. Okay. Sky is beginning to lighten.
Karlov,
What is that light? It cannot be dawn.
Karlov, do you know what's happening?
I already asked him that.
Ah, and he doesn't.
As I said, I don't speak the language of these creatures.
Right.
We also have the other problem of, and I'll just motion to dinosaur.
Yeah. What's with the reptilian in the room?
I don't know.
I assumed you would be used to what your companions could do.
Well, he seems pretty.
Docile.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, he hasn't
So-
eaten
That's
us.
good.
So I don't think we. I think we need to. Let's worry about that after we worry about these reanimated creatures. Karlov, should we perhaps move this into one of the tents so we can? Any of the tents are still intact enough to protect it.
most of them are.
Okay.
But Karlov, not to protect Karlov.
Okay.
Well,
Karlov,
you see,
where
I
can we
would
move this to,
I would much rather rest if it's all the same to you.
Where can we move this compensation to ensure that you do not die?
With the imminent rising of the sun, I'm afraid conversation may be out of the question. He taps the top of the top of the box that he pulled out on wheels.
Is it a safe opportunity for us to move right now?
I mean, I'm willing to travel with you.
Well,
I am of no danger to you. Clearly, you've seen this.
before, especially because the sun's down to that, but before you do go to sleep, we have a deal, Karlov. Tell us where more of the parasite is. We help you reclaim your camp.
Very well. He walks over to his little tinkerer's box and he opens a few drawers and starts rifling through it and realizes that what he's looking for isn't there. And he starts rummaging around in the grass for where things have been tossed. And he hands you what looks like sort of a combination of a compass and an artillery sphere. And he passes it to you. If you hold this in the direction of the moon, it will guide you in the correct direction of the largest concentration of it. You notice that there's a small piece of parasite just like housed in the center of it.
I know. Thank you.
I'll get it, box.
Thank you, I shall. I feel much more comfortable in there. He opens a hatch on one of the smaller ends, and he lifts himself up and slides in, and then closes the latch on it. You hear a clicking noise of a mundane lock, and then a blue light travels along the seals of it, and it just sort of radiates this coruscating blue energy.
Nephris knocks the box.
It sort of zaps around you. It doesn't harm you, but there's a clear connection with energy where you wrap on it.
Roger. Cullen,
It's locked.
can you still hear me?
There is no response.
Can I do an investigation to see if it's locked? If we
Yeah.
can tamper with it in whatsoever? 13 again. Wow, that's 13's enough.
For an investigation?
Yeah.
Yep. You notice that there are several spells cast on it. They would be very difficult to undo, and doing so may have catastrophic consequences. Okay. It is possible. Yes.
Ah, damn.
It is possible to open the box. Okay.
Sure, that I don't think I have capacity to tamper with this. If you wish to try. If needed.
If we need to.
Let us look at that later.
Yeah, it's no need to be silly. I mean, unless you know how to work with magic, you'll only end up making it worse. I can dispel it later if we need.
Yes, Harris.
Oh, right.
Let us
You
see.
can see the creature with the staff is like sort of inching towards you a little bit, not as like a threatening way, but he's clearly like just trying to get a bit closer. He's keeping his eyes averted.
To me,
I'm gonna like stand in between them.
Is King currently on your shoulder?
he is.
I'm gonna. Can I try to grab? Can I grab King? Or
I mean,
attempt
you
to
can
grab
hold
him.
him over, or you try to grab it if you want.
I want to try to grab him.
Off
Specifically.
of my shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try to do that?
Yep.
Do you let him
What
do
check?
No?
Athletics, please.
How are you grabbing him?
I just go to like grab him.
Full grab him. Like,
Yeah, like a full grab him. Yeah.
Okay.
15.
You athletics.
Natural 20.
Cool. He grabs your wrist.
Okay.
Can I help you?
I just clearly these things are more interested. I think they're more interested in your mechanics than your personality. I just wanted to see whether they follow King.
Well, that's fine. How about you ask and don't touch my stuff?
Okay, how about you remember what you're thinking to? Because that whole speaker deal would be very useful for several battles.
Bringing up the past isn't changing the fact that you're touching my stuff without asking.
Anyway, can I please have your bird?
You may not. Now go. And I'll push you away and I'll do what you said.
Checks out.
We're gonna let him do it
It
like.
does make sense.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
Yeah, and I'll have King fly up a bit, not too high, and then kind of go around slowly around them and see what they do.
They just look at it in awe and sort of gasp softly as they see it moving.
Wow.
Jhaeros is some
Oh, it's because they're primitive.
Bird good.
As far as you can tell, that's sort of the reaction to it.
Right, you're happy now, Silas.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And I'll you'll see a little the trap fall back down on my right arm, and King will fly into it.
They
Just go back
continue. The large one continues saying the same phrase, but this time he extends his hand out to you.
I wouldn't take it.
It's most
I don't know what he wants.
Perhaps you should take it.
You'd like me to take it, would you?
What if they're willing to give you something rather than want something from you?
What could they possibly offer me that I couldn't get or do myself?
Well, for one thing, it seems like they are immortal.
Cullen seemed to have a reaction to them. What's he doing?
Usually,
currently
you see me, I've
in
kind of like
space.
trailed, I've walked off back to where I've dropped all my stuff, and I've kind of like pushed it into a pile and I've bitten it, and now I've walked back with like a mouthful of grass and dirt with all my gear, and then back to it again,
Alright.
and just placed it on the
I'm
ground.
gonna just like get Cullen's attention from all the way down here, and just wait. Cullen, nod if you understand me.
Am I gonna attack roll?
You can.
Fuck's sake.
Like my tail whip.
Oh my god.
26.
It's.
So I turned, no, maybe so, like, because where are you? Yeah, I've basically come up, but then I've turned quickly and my tail
Oh, I see.
hits you.
Great.
How absurd.
It's because I'm small and you can't see. Is that
That was.
swear to God. I swear to God.
It was 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
I thought that was gonna be so much worse.
Yes, that's going to be much
No, it was just, it was like I tailed and I think, and then after I hit you, you just hear like a low growling sound.
Well,
Did you turn around at all?
Yeah.
And did you nod?
No.
I'm just like spitting blood out. It's like, okay, so he's docile, but I don't think he understands us.
right.
This is not good.
The largest one continues saying the phrase, and he takes some distance from you, where sort of close to where you were fighting, and he continues to draw the circle around himself slowly.
Right, he's casting teleportation. He definitely wants me to go with him.
Well, don't do that.
Well, I don't want to.
Nephris.
Let's just
Dane?
leave.
Nephris, is there something you can do about Cullen?
I am willing to gain his trust.
No, I mean, to get him back to his human form.
There is nothing. I can provide him his basic instincts of food,
You cannot communicate with him?
not with a dinosaur.
What is a dinosaur?
Not with a reptile.
Now then, stand down. He is continuing to draw this circle. He'll be
Can I
momentarily.
just like put my hammer on the circle and just
Break the
He
circle.
he just very taken aback, just begins berating you in his language.
Karlskora, Planastist,
I know you're up to something.
Karlstorna.
I don't care. I'm
He
not
just
gonna let
continues drawing
Can I
the
just
circle.
keep disrupting the
I don't know if you want to piss it off though.
We just killed it.
And it came back and it looks brand new.
He begins
We can
clenching
do it
his
again.
fists around, one around the staff and one into a fist.
I should take his stuff. I
Perhaps,
wanted to do it.
perhaps we should see where he takes us.
You want us to
All of us.
Is he gonna take all of us, or does
I
he
think-
want that one?
Okay, and I'll just
Maybe.
I'll just look at it and be like,
And it continues drawing the circle.
I think it understood me.
I don't think
This
so.
is a very big risk that we'd be taking.
You know the best part is we're leaving Kairos behind, and that's fantastic.
You know what? I think we should let Jhaeros go on this grand adventure himself. And I have my objective to complete and follow. So
From
perhaps
what you guys know of teleportation circle, wouldn't necessarily stop you. It wouldn't necessarily. Well, it could, but it wouldn't necessarily stop you from following it. Because the circle would last.
Well, we can all go through it.
I am inclined to go first. I have the means of dodging danger because
Brilliant. There you go. Nephris goes first.
More than likely, they're not leaving the frontier. They
But-
probably live somewhere in here, so
Hmm.
Cyrus, I don't think will be venturing too far.
you make a good point. Were these the same creatures that attacked you or your party before we met?
Yes, but they more than likely live in that area.
Hmm. So
They are primitive.
and they didn't act this way?
They didn't try to teleport me, they tried to kill me.
Alright, and will we be able to bring the cart with Karlov in it as well?
Do I know that we can do that?
I wave at the monster.
You wave at the monster.
Oh, I point at the cart. Can we take this to the bottle?
It shrugs and sort of nods.
Okay. We need to keep him close. We need to bring him with us.
Oh, right. We're helping him. Okay.
Helping is not the word I would use. Keeping an eye on him is better. Anyway, but we should be careful what we say in front of the coffin.
Okay. Noted.
I think our big friend might be one of our larger concerns at this point.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
If I
It won't
There's a
be.
lot
It
of
won't be very
concerns,
big.
right?
It'll be like a 10-foot circle.
If I can communicate with them, I can communicate with it. I think he understands.
You don't understand, but he can't necessarily fit through the
Just
circle.
low brow.
Yeah.
Cullen, how can we return you to your human form?
Say, no, you're further away, you're far away from him, you're out of tail range.
Well,
No, just keep going.
I ran towards him. And I,
Yeah.
Oh god.
So that's a 12 to hit.
So what are you doing? Sorry?
12 to hit. 12 to hit.
AC
You
16.
run at him.
Run at him. I run towards him and I try and hit him with my tail.
Yeah, you miss.
I miss.
I stab him back.
Where
Jeez.
is...
Yep. Okay.
Would I be within 5 feet of Silas? I don't know, because I don't know where we're all standing.
Yeah, do I know much about that creature too? Like what he's turned into?
You know that it's a creature from Karlov.
Okay.
I stab him back. This is a 17 to hit.
That is.
And I deal 9 piercing damage.
Noted.
I would like to sentinel him and make a melee attack as a reaction.
Wait, what are we doing? Are we just
Against
attacking
who?
him?
Well, against the freaking dinosaur.
My bad. My bad.
That's my early one.
Sorry, against the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, the
you
one
can.
that attacked him.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for reckless on this one.
Can I ask, are we in combat or are we?
You are currently in combat. Yes.
Jesus
28.
Christ.
To hit.
28.
That hits.
That hits.
You preparing to write 0?
No, but no.
Jordan, is your intention here to kill him and hope he transforms?
Can I answer that after I've hit him?
That's-
Because I'm in the process.
At first, I was stabbing him back because he tried to hit me, but that is a good theory. Is that something that generally can happen with people like yourself who can transform into other creatures?
That is not the way it works.
So, if I killed you in your creature form, you would die, or you would revert back to your tiefling form.
Very slowly.
I don't think it's a worthwhile game to.
Yeah, because I'm trying to hit
Yeah.
you, and they're just chatting away.
But what
You guys
happens
can
did
you guys
answer my
can talk
question.
on your turn. Is it's combat?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So that is 5 damage. I'm gonna expend a charge. So make a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
19.
Fucking bitch.
Just take it.
That's it. That's my.
So that was 5 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys entered combat yet, though? You guys.
Oh, that's a great question.
It would be Jhaeros's turn next.
Right, sorry, what are we doing? What's going on? Why are we attacking him?
Can we respond? Can we respond?
Yeah.
Can I talk to Nephris though?
Can I respond to him, but just talk to him?
No.
That's
you
what I mean. Can I
respond-
respond as part of a
No.
conversation?
No.
No, there's not really enough time for a conversation.
Is anyone going to reply
Tail
to
with
me
quiet
at least?
dinosaur.
I'm not going to say anything.
I said like he attacked us first.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. I'm going to cast... Where am I? I'm just going to punch him twice.
Nice.
Right, fine, let's just knock him out or something.
Yeah, knock him out.
Dirty 20 for the first hit, and yeah, 28.
They're both in.
Thanks, mate. 15 thunder damage. No,
I'll be doing an initiative order.
Yep.
Okay.
I won't use keys.
Yeah.
And that's it from me.
The mage has finished making its circle. So you see that there's a circle of dirt that it's raised up by tracing its clawed finger around, and it's filled with this swirling dark red energy. It begins gesturing fervently to follow it, and then takes a step into the circle before vanishing.
Great, we need to do this quickly.
It would then be Nephris' turn. Oh, sorry, Cullen's turn actually first.
Fuck.
Where am I?
In the middle of
In the middle of everyone, you're the big one.
So, I'm trying to look who's. Oh, so there's other
You're the
people.
shambling. Yeah.
He is vanished.
How many people are around me?
There's the 2 creatures, and then there's Jhaeros, Silas, and
Tordrad.
So it's 5 people.
Yes.
Who would you say would be number 5?
probably that one.
Alright.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
Yeah, it is.
It's just my tail attack. I spin around, I hit it.
Yep.
C12. It's a D8.
That's a D10. $17.
Nice, solid amount of damage. Then it's Nephris' turn.
Rob, where is this portal on the floor?
Oh, good point. Thank you. Good point.
Just leaves and goes to the water.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, nice. He's one of them.
That's sick.
Is that how many feet? It was like 40 feet from me?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
It's bigger than that. It would be for that space. So it would be
35 feet. 35 feet.
Could I run there?
You can dash.
What if I yeeted my way over there?
Good dash. Or if you wild shaped into something that was faster.
Nah, just dash. Turning to what once was Cullen. Cullen, I do not know if you are still present. I do not wish to hurt you,
I would imagine you do not wish to hurt us, but I retract from any physical harm to you. And I dash, and I make my way to the portal.
Nephris vanishes through this ostensible circle of blood.
You hear a low growl, but not as in anger, but more in like
Not a threatening one.
Not a threatening, more of a
Concerned one.
Reply?
disappointed, sad.
Disappointed?
Sad.
Like a
It's
whimper.
like-
You're
It's
whimpering.
like a dad.
The other two rush past and enter through the portal as well.
Bastard. Coward.
Nephris, how
Silence.
brash of Nephris.
Do I know how long that portal lasts for?
A while.
Okay, cool. That's all I need to know.
I specifically needed to ask the druid about how this animal transformation works. I'm gonna attempt to use my. Wait, I'm sorry. Where is it? My cunning. Yeah, my. No, sorry, not my cunning action. My. I know how to do it. My insightful fighting. So I have to make a wisdom check against a creature I can see that isn't incapacitated against its charisma deception check.
Mhm.
So, can I use one of my luckies to reroll that?
Yep.
This is ability check.
Isn't
It's a
it?
nat 20.
Nice.
And if I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against the target even though I don't have advantage on the roll.
Well, technically, we don't have advantage. It's flanking, isn't it? Because we're all attacking.
Yeah, I think you have it anyway, so you don't really need to use your wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm nat 20 then.
Yeah.
If you really want to use it.
Okay, that's a 22 to hit.
Yep. Just enjoying that.
13 plus
He just
How
throws
many
every
times?
single
Throws all the dice.
4, 6, 8, 9, 15. So 28 damage.
Cool. How's that going for you, Cullen?
I roar in pain.
How are you looking?
Roar.
Pretty bad. Pretty
Tordrad.
bad. Pretty bad.
Alright.
Like pretty bad. Like one of your eye damages probably.
Alright, so yeah, then in that case I'm just going to I'm gonna swing my firehammer first in a reckless attack. That is a 27. That is 4 damage. And I'll expend a charge, make a dex saving throw DC 15.
Don't waste it.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
don't waste it.
It's going back pretty easy.
Don't
So
waste it.
yeah, I'll just like yeet my hammer up at your face. 'Cause you're obviously much taller than I am, so I have to throw it.
Yeah.
And just connect with your jaw.
You see Cullen rock back from that and hit the dinosaur Cullen. And roar, and then it's kind of like he starts like kind of waving, and then he just goes down to the dinosaur goes down to his knees and like his feet
No, I'm just imagining.
and falls to its side as it starts slowly shrinking, and then you slowly start to see him start to and hair start growing. Trail comes back in. You see the shape, and then on the ground you kind of see this like half like beaten up version of Cullen, shirtless, just with the pants and stuff, just on the ground, like kind of like panting from the transformation, and it's just like, I hate it when that happens.
Well,
What the?
theory proven. Proven the theory. But I was trying to ask Nephris whether or not killing him would make him transform, and then Nephris disappeared, so I guess my theory was right.
Right. Okay, this is all fascinating. You can be a reptile person. Let's go.
Wait.
You snap.
Cullen, did you understand anything those creatures were saying by any chance?
Was that
You understood everything.
I
Yeah,
understood.
yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, yes, I understood, but it wasn't like I could say anything.
What did they say?
Cool. Just like,
Yeah. What you recognize from the language which you haven't really spoken to anyone, but you've studied at length. You understood that it was saying something about about Jhaeros wielding a power of a god, and that he kept the phrase he kept repeating is "Follow me, you are the key."
I've never actually spoken. It was only just textbooks and studies from the language is, from what I gather, abyssal. But they seemed very, very much intent on Jhaeros and his arm or the power it's from. Like it was some sort of, I think the word was a key. But apart from that, I'm not too sure what else they meant. They definitely want us to follow through the portal.
Nephris has already jumped through. Do you have any idea where this might be going? Did they say anything about that?
Do I have any idea about that?
No.
I just kind of like, if Nephris has gone through, then we have to follow it.
The portal is beginning to shrink.
At this point as well, you start to feel,
While I'm talking, I'm dressing myself.
Yeah.
you start to feel very sluggish, just haste was worn off.
That would have happened already.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just had to
That
say
would
it
have happened.
at some point.
That would have happened when you first spoke to
Oh,
Karlov.
perfect.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah.
So.
True.
Cool.
Right,
I'll just walk through the portal then.
No, wait.
Oh, great.
We've already taken.
You've already gone through the portal.
No, well, I said I'll just.
He's on
starting
site.
to-
Ah, okay.
We've got the wagon. Come help.
It's a small wagon. I don't give a shit.
We need you to drag
You
the
need me to
wagon.
pull the wagon.
No, I was helping.
So
Well,
the
that's
portal
your-
is shrinking.
That's your
I
job.
go through the
Pull
portal.
wagons.
Yes.
I
That's
said,
why
I
you're
said-
Hurry
you're
up.
higher the
I
muscle.
will grab the wagon and start pulling, but I struggle. I'm thinking with it.
I
I
just
just-
leave.
You're the strongest person in the group.
I'm just gonna push the shit out of it from
Yep.
behind, towards the.
Athletics.
Oh god.
Oh, how dare you? That
What?
hurts.
So
You
give
can
us guidance.
I'm the strongest.
Yeah, I would love guidance if someone has it.
I have guidance.
That's what you're saying.
Oh, you're gonna do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Always go.
Always guidance.
It's a D4, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so that is 25.
Nice. It trundles forward and tips over into the portal.
That is exactly what I want,
Yeah.
and I will follow it.
Yep. Diving in. Everyone else?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll follow it as well.
Beautiful.
Great.
Brady.
Oh, Brian, dude, it's not dirty.
Oh shit.
You fall through the portal and you feel your body sort of twisted and contorted as it travels through space and time. And there's this overwhelming ruddy red blackness that just fills your vision as just dozens and dozens of kilometers rush past you, seemingly in the space of a second. And as you come to a halting stop, you all open your eyes and you find yourselves in this cragged ravine lined with enormous briars. And there are these clefts of rock that jut out from it that make basically shelves along the sides of it that have dwellings built into them. All just protected by these twisting vines. And there are hundreds of these creatures lining those shelves of rock, all staring down at you. The individual with the cowl and stuff is marching ahead of you down this ravine. As you can see, it creates this path almost with intention to this one spot that is lit by a single shaft of sunlight which breaks through the top of these briars that form this outcropping above you, almost a ceiling of plant, almost this ceiling of vegetation jutting out from the outcroppings. And this single shaft of light is cast down on this unbelievably intricate masterwork that looks like a clock tower made out of clocks. And it reaches impossibly high up, just brushing the top of where these briars keep it hidden from view. The creature gestures towards it, and Cullen now is able to tell you that he is repeating the phrase, the key, as it gestures towards a massive tower that just, for most of you who understand how magic works, radiates temporal magical energy. It holds one of the little contraptions that it stole from Karlov's workroom, and it smiles with that too wide smile again. And all of the gathered creatures, who most of which aren't wearing the cowls, but all of them have that same jawbone sewn into their skin, begin cheering as they hear that phrase of the key being repeated in front of them.
Jhaeros cocks his head back and you see the helmet come off of him as he stares at the clock in just absolute awe. His eyes are lit up, he looks like a child seeing something for the first time out of pure excitement as he, without even thinking, almost in a hypnotic way, starts to move forward towards it.
As Jhaeros walks forward, there's few details you can make out on this clock tower, although you can tell it's unbelievably intricate. What you can see is that there seems to be a balcony of sorts, sort of towards the top, and there is a single figure sitting perched on it. At this distance it looks small, but the shadow unfurls, and you see wings form against the golden backdrop of the clock tower. And the shadow swoops down and lands in front of you on that rocky pathway leading to it. And that shadow roars with its head raised back, rippling black scales and glowing purple eyes, as this gargantuan black dragon stares down at you. It lowers its head down to the ground, eye to eye, this enormous head with Jhaeros, and it rumbles menacingly. But you can see it's almost smiling at you. And you can hear and it speaks in common and says, "At last, someone will free my brother." And we'll leave it there.